What is going on, everybody? How you doing tonight? Is there anybody out there? How you doing, Blackbird? Oh, we're waiting here for a little bit. Feeding snakes too, so. Nope. I'm gonna quit. You're up. What is wrong with you? That's crazy. What's up, Justin? What's up, Ed? Sherry? TJ? Feeding retics real quick, and I had to use the hook to open the tub because the retics, you know, like come flying out. Well, he decides he wants to bite and kill the hook, so now I realize the rat's in there, so he's good. Thanks, brother. Congratulations on being married now. I'm glad you're happy. Awesome for you, buddy. That's really all that matters, as long as you're happy. No matter what anybody else says. What's up, Mud Mower? I'm all in a rush. How's everybody doing tonight? Nope. Get him on. Sorry about that, Justin. We had an error. My retic, I opened the tub up with my hook and was going to feed it, and it decided to bite and kill the hook. So I had to wait for it to let go before it'd take the mat.
I was just typing. I was just going to type to you and say, "Let me in."
Yeah.
Let me in.
Working on the sports trip for my next trip, or my trip next month. Is that what kind of heart you got as a sports store, or you got two bikes? Yeah, the hook ain't bad. That's why the tips of my hooks are rubber coated. You know what I mean? So
what was you talking about? You get attacked?
No, the second retic I want to feed, I opened the tub.
Yeah.
And it come out, and I was like rubbing his head to go back in, and he bit the hook and wrapped the hook. I'm like, come on, let go.
Like you can't eat the hook, man.
But I was telling him I keep my hooks. You know, I got rubber coating on them so they don't, they can't hurt them when they bite them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah. think I was 17. I had a 69 Sportster 1000. Then I got a little older, about two Super Glides, 77, 78 Super Glides. And really wanting to get me another bike. I wanted to get a Street Glide.
Hey, hey.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Blackbird TV, welcome. TJ, thanks for coming in.
Hello, hello, Sherry.
Hello. How's it
How you
going?
doing? How you doing tonight?
I'm surviving.
Gordon does want to rap.
This has been a pretty weird week, so.
I hear you. Every week's been like that here lately.
Oh, we've had, let's see. Uh-oh. Where is it? Okay, it's coming through here. Is it me who's doubling up on sound, or?
No, I can hear you.
No, it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, then my system's just being weird on me.
We're trying to get out.
I'm over to Lake Havasu. Where's Havasu?
I'm just feeding. Don't mind me.
An animal show. I like the scroll bar.
Thank you, thank you.
Hey, Mr. G, genetic hunters. TJ. I said genetic
What do you want to
hunters.
know? There'll be no wine anymore. There's no finding.
I got plenty extras of them. I miscounted. Yeah, they're nice, Justin. What's up, Rob? How you doing tonight, buddy?
Okay, why?
Right now would be a good time to buy a bike too. You can pick one up pretty cheap. They're damn near giving them away right now.
Give me which one?
TJ, your every channel you make grows like crazy, dude. They like you, buddy. You're a star, you know. I mean, hell, you met Kevin from Nerd, and you hang out with Brian Barczyk. I mean, hell, they all like you. You're a superstar. Yeah, I mean, people go down there right now and get financed for a brand new bike with bad credit. They don't even care. They just want to sell that stuff. But you know, ain't gonna do you no good if you can't pay for it. You know. How's the animals doing, Cherry?
My animals?
Yeah.
All crazy. My 16-year-old cat is getting a. She's getting as good as me at working with the brain. she's she's been acting really strange, growling at nothing, walking around. The kitten's been bothering her, mind you. Puma's a little terror. So, and the other one, how can I explain him? Bailey is my sister's cat, and he had gone through FUS, feline urinary syndrome, and they had to do the operation on him. So he was having some trouble, and we thought, oh, hopefully nothing gone wrong with his urinator, I call it, because there's nothing there. But I gave him a bath this week. So.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Jason?
Dementia. Thank you, Mr. J. Kind of like my brain.
Nice.
Yamaha.
Am I the only one getting double?
Huh?
Am I the only one getting double of people speaking?
I only hear it one time.
Yeah, I'm not getting a double.
Me neither.
Okay, it's just me. My system likes to do weird things to me. But
If you have a different device that
one cat this
what you're streaming with, it'll double.
I've had 2 cats we brought into the vet last week. And the other cat, well, he's peeing, so he's okay. That's the one I gave a bath. And our other roommate, puppy, had to go in for his second shot. So everything everywhere except for the geckos. So the geckos are easy so far.
Yeah, they're all right, Rob. They used to be pretty cool, but now everything's made in China, so it don't really matter. They're not like what they used to be. Still nice though. Hey, you can pick them up pretty cheap used though. I'm seeing soft tails around here used, you know, $3,500, $4,000, you know. They're not high.
The only thing we have around here right now is rabbits. Lots and lots of rabbits.
You ought to get them. You ought to get them and freeze them and sell them.
Rabbits. There's only one use for a rabbit.
There's only a couple dozen of them around.
I was only.
Wanna come catch you?
Blackbird, who are you talking about?
All jackrabbits.
I was only kidding. Rabbits are cool. Rabbits are cool.
You asking if Sherry has a YouTube channel? Yes, she has a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I do. I'm going to update my channel and do more with it.
What's up, J-Dog? Hey, Justin.
Yes.
Can you read the chat for about 2 or 3 minutes?
Well, I could. Yeah, we're good.
I'm gonna feed these other 10 snakes real quick.
Yeah, that's cool.
Good.
J-Dog's in the house. Welcome to the chat. Tons of jackrabbits around here. Welcome, Genetic Hunter. How you doing, man? TNT Balls. How you doing? That last clutch was awesome, dude. That's a lot of babies. I'm hunting rabbit. I can't even see it in there. Let's see.
Okay.
See that fresh Grab Your Balls t-shirt? Look at that. It's too hot to wear it, though.
Those t-shirts are really good.
Yeah, that's a nice shirt.
Who did them? Did he do them himself?
Yeah, that's, I can't believe it. Yeah. Taking Elmer Fudd's gun away. Unreal. That little fella, he ain't never shot nothing anyway. Thanks for stopping in, Todd. Remember, anybody in here, smack that like button. Support the host.
Well, we'll see. I was one short on my rat. I thought I grabbed it enough, but I was one short. But so if someone don't eat, then I got one to throw into the other ones.
You're one short?
Huh?
You're one short?
Well, I'm sure one of them won't eat, so I'll just throw it to, you know what I mean?
Chattering with.
Hey, Todd. Bye, Todd.
Yeah, he's leaving.
I'm chattering with.
He said he wanted to say hi before you got back.
Irondogg and.
No, he didn't say that. I was just kidding.
I hear you. That's fine.
I was just kidding, man. I was just kidding.
Justin and all these people.
And all of those people. Mr. JIC, TNT Balls, TJ's Pet and Plant World. Hello.
Hey, Rob. So if the snake doesn't eat it, am I supposed to let it sit in there for 4 days so they can become friends?
Hello, everyone.
Thanks, Twig.
You're welcome. Is that live stream?
Yeah, it's a live stream.
What?
Live stream?
Live stream.
Live stream. Did somebody know somebody wasn't live?
That's my sister.
Welcome to the live.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, fancy guy? Can't you put up 3 logos?
Other nuts.
No, I can't.
I was just kidding. I was just kidding.
Actually.
No.
I'm missing something in there.
I don't know, Twig.
Spotlight's on you now.
Spotlight's on me. What am I supposed to do? Let's see. Well, since we've got animals, let's see. Which one can I pick up without them being angry right now? Hey, Doc.
What?
Could you bring your boy over?
Yes, I can.
Bring him over.
Ha-ha. Got my boy. Got my boy. Got my boy.
Okay. This is
Bailey.
here we go. Here.
There we go. There's my Bale.
This is Bailey. That's my sister's cat. He's a big suck when he wants to be.
Anyone. Especially Bonnie.
And he's a big boy.
Yeah, he is.
I don't have snakes. Okay, please.
Like Rob would say, that's a nice looking lizard.
Oh, you wanted to get.
Kitty, kitty. There's a kitty, kitty.
Oh.
Okay.
There we go. Little Miss tear the face off.
This
Yep.
is Puma.
That's a weird looking lizard.
Yeah, she's a cute little lizard. She attacks like a big cat.
Seen any of the videos we've
My
taken of her.
Favorite thing is her little chin. Because that. Oh, here we go with the growls. You want to take her, Doc, before
I'll
she rips
take
my
her.
arms off?
Oh, gosh.
Honey, over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's next?
Who's next? I think Lizzie. My sister's quick thought of naming.
Yeah, no, it's not very original.
Still looking.
Oh, come on.
Oh, Connie. This is my 16-year-old Connie. If I can get her somehow. Darn. It's gonna lie down on me. Here we go. Say hello. Don't bite my thumb. Do not bite my thumb. And she's not very wanting attention right now. Oops. That is Lizzie. So she darkens up into a pretty pink, heavy pink, and sometimes goes a bit brown or heavy red. But
Cool.
Yeah, she's not all done up right now. She's pretty easy. What? What? There we go. She's a real sweetheart. She's a good little one. You should see when I try to feed her some insects. She hits hard. Rascal. I think he's a girl now. I'm not quite sure. He doesn't have any bulges, or she, whatever. 4. We have the 2 crested geckos and 2 leopard geckos. Try in the foliage, Dot. Go up over top. Pick up one of the black tubes. Is it heavy? Try the other one.
Oh, that other one.
Oh, dragon t-shirt. Nope. No. Okay. Back off.
I back off.
Go say hi on there.
Go say hi.
Go say hi.
Go say hi.
Right here.
Ha! I get to go say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Right on the tree.
He was on the whatever.
He was in the tree part.
Whatever. So
Yeah. Okay. What? Hey. Hey. Not you.
Hi, Fairy Sister.
Stick with me. You stay.
we're going to show
You are. What are you up to? You're wanting to jump on my face. I know you. Okay. Okay. Rascal. Oh, this way.
Cool.
And he's.
about to jump.
He, she. I'm not sure. It's a gecko.
What's up, Mason? How you doing, buddy?
Huh?
I told Mason hi. Hi, Rob. We'll holler at you later, buddy. Thanks for stopping in.
No. Connie can't. Bearded dragon, 3 leopard geckos, ball python, 2. And why is the help thing right in the middle of the breeding?
Not too bad, buddy. Not too bad.
Pretty good. But
Don't stay cool like everybody else, huh?
Rascal's been learning. Twerp used to You are a terrorist. Yes, you are.
Right.
You are a terrorist. Nope. Rascal used to poop on me to say, okay, want back in. You're fun today. Want back in the room. Learned that I don't put them right back in for that, so doesn't do it anymore.
Oh, that's good.
There you go.
Yeah, So he is. Wow.
He's gotten big.
You are so fucking huge now, little one. Yeah, you're not as small as you used to be. Yeah, you're not as small as you used to be.
I like them too, TJ. They're very nice. These two I've been handling pretty close to every single day since we got them.
Are we going to bother with the other two?
Santorma.
Santorma?
Santorma first because it takes a little bit to get Kayla.
Okay.
There goes me. Just watching.
Just I did that the other day. I'm glad I didn't have to do that today.
No?
I cleaned rats yesterday.
No rats. People here would get miffed.
I'm getting more this weekend too.
So is you feeding all your snakes or what?
Well, they're all the ones in the one rack ate, and then
A little bit more poofy
looks
now.
like I got
Been eating a fair amount lately.
3 didn't eat in one rack, and maybe
Careful.
1 or 2 that haven't ate yet in another rack. So I'm just kind of waiting to see what they're doing. So
There we go.
the rats are hanging out in front of the tub, so they're not getting hurt. So
Did they get to see her?
Yes, she is being really active today. So this is Santorma. She's not usually this active, but she, oh, cats. Yeah. There we go. She's a real pretty girl. I like how her face is a little thin. And she'll give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. It's not really a kiss. She's just like, what the heck are you doing to me, human? So, okay. Careful with her, Dot. She's going to go for try to do another spin.
There you go.
So, Justin, 25 out of 30 of 8
And
25 out of 30
so far.
we
so far.
Cool.
find her and get her.
Was she in her little room again?
She was actually under one of those log thingies.
Ah, she's been enjoying under logs. I'm not sure what she's been doing there.
Is that a Tremper albino or something like that?
Don't go falling. This is Kayla.
What's her morph? Do you know?
I don't know. The person who sold them to me didn't really know much. Yeah, she looks patternless. She doesn't have very many spots on the body.
Oh yeah, that is cool.
But
Very nice on her.
she don't have no issues, does she?
Tail and head.
Nope, she's fine.
Yeah, I know some of the white and yellows have issues.
Yeah. Yeah,
And,
because the
some of the
eclipse gene or something. Not eclipse.
almost looks like a Tremper albino or something.
Could be.
She's pretty though.
No issues whatsoever.
She's pretty though.
Do you think she seems to think that she's a rock star or something. She comes out, she puts her head up, and she's a bit of a
Yeah,
diva.
TJ, that's exactly what I was trying to figure. Either like a Tremper albino or a tangerine, one of the two.
Yeah. Okay. Tramper albino? Yeah, that's possible. Um, Santorma, I think, is a super mac or super snow mac. There you go. You can come over here, Connie.
Want me to see if I can steal the puppy?
If you like. Love the glasses
Oh,
aren't
somebody's
big enough
mad.
to keep them on. So my sister's going to see if she can steal the puppy from our roommate downstairs.
If you can.
If she can. That's the Reverend TJ. The super max snow. Oh, here we go, Connie. Over here. That's right.
1, 2.
Where's the little?
Right beside you.
There's Murder Puppy.
Ha ha. Ha ha. Murder puppy. Murder puppy.
Hello. This
2.
Watson.
All right. 26 out of 30. That's it.
That's not bad.
I believe.
Overly. So here, Doc.
Any of them fussy girls eat?
Got him.
Got a pup.
The Candy did not eat, and my small retic didn't eat for some reason. My pastel male, my scaleless head, pastel female, Candy didn't eat, and my retic. So yeah, I had 26 out of 30 eat. That's pretty good odds.
That is pretty good.
I mean, and all the babies ate. And,
That's even more important.
All the babies ate.
and 2 of them were first time. You know, it was our first meal. So
Pretty darn good, actually.
Yeah, that's.
hey, Sarah.
Come on, Con.
Well,
They better ate because I was weighing them after they shed and they were biting me, so they better ate. They're feisty little things. Both females too.
Hey, Snake Bone.
Sarah made it?
Yes, you did.
welcome. Right on. Hey, I'm gonna go wash my hands and take all them damn tubs upstairs and stuff.
Okay.
So I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
All right, man.
I know you guys will miss me, but I'll be back. I
We
promise.
won't talk about you. We promise.
I know you will, but I'll watch it later.
Yeah.
Hey, Justin, did you look at that snake on Morph Market the other night? We talking about?
I watched the other one the other night with you and Trish, and Wasn't feeling well, so couldn't finish it, but I'll watch it again. So.
Yeah, my new retic, she only ate one time in well, let's see, about 3 weeks, 4 weeks. But she did shed, and they won't eat when they're shedding, usually. The small ones won't. So, I don't know. She just... I've been bit several times by the little ones, just reaching in there and getting them and stuff or whatever, but they don't bother me. I've got hit by a few of my big males. Ball pythons, females. They're the ones that nailed me.
Can you show off one or two?
Well, they're eating right now.
Oh, right. You don't want to, yeah, just leave them be. My brain didn't.
Yeah, I usually put I try to put I got like a big tote,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll put them in there and let them sit in the room for an hour or two before I feed, so they get that smell of the, get ready to get that response on them,
Do you feed cold or do? Uh-huh.
Right there.
Oh, you're live. That's a cute one.
He's the one that made it. He got lucky tonight.
Get live for a bit more.
Yep.
Lucky little booger.
I've been bit by one of my rats before. That hurt like worse than any snake bite.
Oh, rats.
Oh man, it
like
tore me up.
Yeah, any type of rodent.
Man, they got sharp teeth.
But
all right, TJ, we'll talk to you later. But I'm getting a colony of African sulfurs this coming weekend.
What's going on this weekend? The call.
Cool. Where's she coming from, Slade? Or where did she come from?
Got her for free. That's damn good.
Any wobble on her at all, or she pretty good?
Scale. Oh. Reading. Should one of us be reading this out loud?
What's that?
I said, should one of us be reading this out loud?
Oh no, I don't ever read it out loud.
Okay. Yeah.
God. Dang it. But moving my phone, I'll be all right there.
That reminds me of some pictures I accidentally saw when I was working for Yahoo.
Slade, what are you using the treater for scale rot?
Yeah.
Hi, Annette. How you doing tonight? Hey, Crystals, how you doing? Sherry, watch out! There's somebody behind you.
Oh,
No, not yet.
oh, rough on you today. Oh.
I haven't told it yet. I was
No,
waiting on
I
you
could
to
knock
come
it
in.
out, but
Shall I reserve comment?
you're not going to reserve your comment. She's always wealthy. Go away.
I go away now. Love my sister.
Gotta love family.
Oh, yeah. She's the last of my family, so I got to love her even more.
Hi, Sherry. Hi, Irondogg.
Hey,
I keep on wondering what tattoos
Oh,
you
Annette's
got.
here. How you doing, Annette?
Hi, Nettie.
Everyone has tattoos except me.
well, you can fix that.
Well, I could change that.
You go
But I
down,
want to do it on my wrist where my father-in-law can see it just to piss him off.
yeah,
Perfect.
best place.
Did you get that, babe?
What?
Should I get a tattoo on my wrist?
Father-in-law keeps on saying that it's horrible.
Right? All right, I'm gonna
There's no sewing allowed. I don't.
Yeah, Slade, that should work for her pretty good. Just make sure that she ain't she's not in too wet of an environment. Of course, I'm sure you know that. So
What could I get there which would really pee them off, though?
right on your face.
The transgenders and stuff.
Put a rainbow right here.
Oh, that would really make them mad. I wouldn't do it. Have enough pain in here without.
Sarah said hi. Crystal's in here. Hi, Crystal. Everybody said hi in there.
Oh, hi, everybody. Hi, Crystal.
You just took them off and stuff.
I had to get some socks.
Some socks. I had to get some socks.
I had to get some socks. Well, I get up. Well, tomorrow I'm getting up at 3 in the morning, and so I don't want to be hunting for work clothes at 3 in the morning. So I always get everything ready.
You're going for 3
I'm
and
not trying to look for
getting up
clothes.
at 3 in the morning?
Yeah, I'm gonna get up at 3. Usually I get up at 4, but I'm gonna go in early tomorrow. Earlier, I should say.
3
3,
in the
4.
morning.
What's the difference?
What's that?
3 in the morning. What the heck for?
Yeah. Well, I work retail. I'm the GM manager, and so I just go in and get my freight going and just get stuff going, and then I get to leave at 12:30 or 1:30, and then I got the whole rest of the day. And I usually go to bed about 8:39.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I like it because I'm a morning person, and so I like going in and being home at 1:30 and having the rest of my day. So, but I don't like looking for my clothes at 3 in the morning. So I gotta get my socks.
For a couple hours, you have it nice and quiet there.
Yeah, because we don't open till 5, and it usually doesn't start getting busy until about 9. So tomorrow I'll have about 5 hours to get stuff done before it gets busy. So it'll be nice.
Good.
And I don't have to deal with people. I love people, but not in retail. Not mostly, no. No.
Says I like people, but mostly, but not
in retail. No. And right now people are really crabby because they're required to wear a mask right now. So everyone has to wear a mask, and so people get mad about that, like it's our fault.
You just say that is store policy. You don't like it? Too bad.
And bye. Yeah.
Yeah, there ain't nothing they can do about it. It's people get mad at the employees, but it's like it's all corporate and government and all that crap. So there's nothing none of the employees can do.
No.
I charged up my headphones because I thought about using them earlier. It's easier to hear.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. How come it's so hard to hear?
I don't know. When we go through the.
You're watching Trish and myself, Sherry Lynn. The story
stream
has
is
not
a
been
little
told.
slower again, or a little louder, or
Yeah, it's
lower.
weird. Oh, it's lower.
Well, yeah, because
Oh.
there's more volume.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna say goodnight because I gotta go get ready to go to bed.
Night,
See
night.
y'all later.
Yes, it's Irondogg stream. It's just we were talking to each other, so he put us there. Yeah.
Oh, she's still waving over there. Where'd Irondogg go? Did he leave us or what? Did we lose him?
I think he took off for a few minutes because we were yapping.
That's not fair. He can't just bail out when he wants to. It's his show.
Oh well.
It's all good. Let me give this little fella a squirt.
Oh. So, anything interesting from the gallery?
Yeah, what's everybody up to tonight? Blackbird's in here.
Besides just watching us.
Yeah. I think I'm going to move rooms, I think.
Nothing? Oh, I didn't even notice him spill the drink. Oh. Oh, heck, that shows you how much I'm noticing. Really? Good stuff. Hope you have quite a few nice little stupid help thing. Yeah, go away.
Watching my first pairing ball. They're pairing right now? That's awesome.
That is awesome.
All right, I'm back.
You're back. Yay!
Nobody missed you.
Well, I spelt my tea, so fuck it, I'm drinking beer now.
Oh, that's what it was. Because I seen Blackbird say something about spilling a drink, and I was like, "What are you talking?" I wasn't sure what he was talking about.
I reached over and knocked my glass of tea all over the place.
Well, yeah, then that's a perfectly good excuse to have a beverage.
You like
So I'm gonna have me a red eye.
Yeah, I drink a little bit of tea. Just a tiny bit. So what kind of beer is that? Is that Corona?
No. It's well, the kid left it in the fridge. It's Michelob Ultra Infusion.
See, figures with this guy, he's a fancy pants.
Oh no, I don't drink
He's
this.
a fancy pants.
But I put tomato juice in my beer, so I drink red eyes like that. So.
Oh, so it's a weird fancy pants?
Okay.
No, I usually drink Bud Light.
For the Bud Light?
Don't be shy. We know you're fancy pants.
That's what they.
Look at all them fancy thumbnails overnight. The guy's got everything just rolling and figured out.
I don't know.
Oh, no.
And remember, see, now when you get bored, you can make thumbnails for older videos.
Well, yeah, because, I never knew how to do that, so I went to, it's called like Canva or whatever like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think it's what it's called. Let me see. I got it written down here. It has Canva, and you can do a free version, of course, and I do. They have templates, I didn't take no templates, so I just do like a color background. And then like when I tried to put my logo on the one you seen today.
Yeah.
It shows that black on my logo, so I went over to a place called Background Burner, and you can take your picture and it burns the background out of it. You know, so like it's just you or whatever. So you can
check in your phone settings, because I know in my picture settings on my phone, when I click it, it'll automatically give me a option to trace around pictures, and then I can cut myself out.
Right. Well, I mean, I was doing it on the computer, home computer, so it was easy. You know, it's easier.
Yeah.
So
I do all my thumbnails on my phone.
But you know, it just something I'm learning because I was watching different videos and you know, they're telling you that, you know, to get views and people's attention, you need a good thumbnail, and I never knew how to do a real good one, so I started watching. I watched somebody's video and they showed me, you know.
And I've said that before too. It's like you can have a video that's 10 times better than somebody else's, but if they got a better title and thumbnail, your video's out.
Right.
In the eyes of the algorithm.
Well, and two, if you want to get monetized, they look at, you know, stuff like that. So
the possibility of making money that's all they look at.
Right. So
that's it. The bottom line.
I'm learning. I'm learning from you, Justin. So how did you on YouTube? Where do you go to save like your just, you know, like just a basic description, like, you know, you got your PO box and all that, you know?
I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how to get to it on the phone, but on your computer, do you have a laptop or something that you can get on?
I got a desktop.
Okay, just get on that and go. When you open up your YouTube page, just go to into your YouTube studios, and over on the left hand side of the screen, it'll give you a list. Go into settings and then go to I think it's called default setting or something. Let me go look real quick. No, yeah, it's upload defaults.
All right. Because
and then click on upload defaults, and then you can fill that out. Don't fill it out too much, because just fill out the stuff that's going to be in every one of your videos, like hashtags and greetings and that kind of stuff. But it does help. It makes it go a lot faster.
I installed my PayPal in there too.
Yeah, you can permanently put in your Instagram link into there to where it's always in your description every video without having to worry about it. You can preload a lot of stuff into that. And in there you can do all the descriptions of your channel too. I don't know if you have that filled out.
Well, I did my tags today, you know, because I always got most of my tags are the same.
Well, no, so in your settings, make sure all your stuff's filled out in there.
Yeah, I did my template for my tag, so I can just add it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it puts them all in there. And then I did a bunch of links today, like my YouTube channel, my Instagram. I went to PayPal and I did the donate button. I found out I better not do that donate button because I don't have like a what do you call it? One of them free, like a, you know, business. What's the business? Like thrift stores. What are they called?
Thrifty?
You know, no, but I mean they're under like a certain kind of license. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, nonprofit.
Yeah, well, I don't have a nonprofit, so I said, well, I better not put that in. So I deleted it and just put my PayPal there. You know, if you want to buy me a drink or donate to the channel or something, you know.
Yeah, a lot of people up until they're monetized will just put a PayPal in there. Or now it's that Cash App supposed to be a big thing. People transfer money through Cash App pretty easy too.
Venmo's, they say, is actually better almost now because there's a guy that he's a breeder. He's been selling snakes, but he's had 2 problems within a week. One guy told him he had a problem with one of his snakes or something. So he says, well, all right, you know, I'll refund your money, you know, for the snake.
Yeah.
Send him a shipping label, paid the shipping, send him a label to have him ship it back. And the guy goes, well, what's this label? He goes, see, you don't have to pay shipping. I covered shipping too. He goes, I'm not shipping the snake back. So took his money and kept the snake. So now he's in a dispute over that. The second one was he shipped the snake out. The guy bought. The guy went and put all these nice comments. Man, snake was on point, man. Good quality, you know, exactly like everything. Talked them all up. Then went and filed a dispute on PayPal.
Wow.
That wasn't what it was. And he deleted all that conversation. Luckily, he had already snapped, screenshot it, so he had it to fucking back himself up. I thought, what dirty people, you know what I mean?
Anything in private that goes through your phone, screenshot everything just in case.
But Vimo, you can't do that on that. You can't, they can't say, I want my money back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though it's run through like PayPal too, it's got different rules. So you don't, as a seller, you're not getting screwed unless you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's crazy stuff.
What's up, Vern? What's up, John?
Great.
Yep.
We got people in here just listening to all the info.
So I suppose everybody wants to hear that story, huh?
Well, hold on. Let me move real quick. I'm going to shut down and then move. And then I'll come back on.
All right. I suppose I need to post a link for you, huh?
Wow. We get to see another room.
Yeah, that's right off his snake room. That's where his office is now.
Yep.
Doing good, Vern. How you doing tonight, buddy? How's that? How many times you look at them eggs today?
In a few moments.
Yeah, well, it was started to be a pretty good story, and then it all went to hell in the handbasket again the next day. So
I'm sure it'll be a great story.
oh yeah.
Something's messed up with my system, so I've got what's being said now and what was being said a little earlier coming back on. So it's like, okay, what is from now? Oh, I can hear him now. That other stuff is not now. So that's been going on for me all the way through.
No, Blackbird, I have no carpet pythons and have no plans on getting one either. At one time, I wanted to have one of everything, and it didn't matter if it was wild caught or not, because that's what you usually got back in the day was wild snakes with attitude, It just gets too overwhelming when you get too many animals, this one's got to be kept at this temperature, and this, I like my retics, I like ball pythons in my berm, so that's all I plan on keeping, Randall, a carpet python is a python that just crawls around on the carpet only.
What is a carpet? What's a carpet python?
Didn't you hear me? I said a carpet python is a python that only crawls on carpet.
Yeah, I just heard that twice. And now a third time.
What's up, Pat and Penny?
Heard you.
There's a lot of people that keep carpet pythons, and they're pretty nice snakes. And they get pretty big. I've seen some, 10, 11 foot snakes,
That's pretty good.
Gabe from Gotta Love Park Carpet Pythons has got them, you know, and One Soft Kiss, Carla, I think she's got one, and she got some other ones. There's a lot of people, some people keep them. I mean, they might get as big around as a ball python, but they can get to be about, you know, 9, 10 foot, 11 foot, you know, I mean, tops, you know, for a big one, you know. But I mean, it's just a different, you know, you got white lip pythons, and I mean, there's so many different types, but they're cool. They got some nice colors and stuff on them. Welcome to the show.
Up? What's up?
John, you probably keeping all them sunset and hit sunsets. What you're keeping. Only sunset I can afford is the one that goes down every night. Ain't that right, Pat and Penny?
So, we all ready for a story?
They might be from Australia. I know. Yeah, they are from Australia, because that's not. They can keep, you know, native species, and that's one they can keep. Like they can't keep They can't have ball pythons or nothing like that. If it ain't from Australia, they can't keep it, which is crazy. Y'all done cleaning?
Yeah.
Yeah or no?
Yep, I'm out.
You're sounding tired.
I'm done.
You did a lot.
He had a hard day.
Yep.
Probably out there putting them wiffle balls around the yard.
No, I wasn't. No, not today. Not today. No.
You get that go-kart built yet, or what?
Do what?
You get that go-kart built?
No. Now I think we're buying one. I don't know what happened. We stripped. It started. He's got like 15 mowers. Like I said, it was like, well, let's just build a go-kart. We got plenty of stuff. Steering column, arms, all that kind of stuff. And then we ripped one apart, and then I think he found a frame or something somewhere. Like, we'll just get a frame, put the motor on. All right, whatever. So I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna. I think we are gonna build we're gonna buy a frame for the first motor that we had, and then he bought another motor for a trike thing that he's gonna tear apart, and we're gonna build that eventually.
Well, hell, build a racing lawnmower.
Yeah, he gets riding lawnmowers from everybody. He's got like 20 of them, I bet. It cracks me up. They're all over the place. So I'm like, let's make a go-kart. I
mean, what do they all run or what?
Some of them run, some of them don't. It's he's taking two and make one work or something, and he parts, and there's all kinds of mowers around there. And then we just bought brand new ones. He bought one and I bought one.
What'd you buy, John Deere?
No, a Craftsman.
You get you one of them zero turn or whatever, them fancy ones?
It's the 210 one. It's not fancy, but it's pretty nice.
You got the levers like that. You sit back in the seat.
Yeah, you just get the little reverse forward and the pedals and all that, and it's pretty nice. It's probably a little too big for my yard, but it's still pretty nice.
What's the cut? 50-inch cut or what?
At 42, I think it is.
There you go, Justin. A motorized bar stool.
Yeah, I've seen those. Those are badass.
You remember the show? You remember on when was it? Saturdays, I think it was. They always had like Motor Trend. Always had all their shows on that morning. Working on cars and stuff.
Yeah.
And trucks and stuff. The guy that did the trucks, he built a bar stool, and it was a kit, and it had a 350 motor on it, dude. You basically set on the air cleaner was your goddamn seat.
Well, yeah.
God almighty, son.
Yeah, that's a bit of motor for a bar stool.
But that was what they were selling, though. You know, I was like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, they have a John Deere tractor, but the mowers we bought were Craftsman. Well, damn, it's the same damn mower, but them John Deeres are like $1,500 more.
Yeah, but them new John Deeres, you can drop your deck and drive right off that motherfucker. You know.
They do them look really easy. Yeah, but ours you can hook snow plows to them. They have attachments, all kind of crap for them and stuff.
Yeah, they're not cheap either.
No.
That's what we had growing up on the farm, was John Deere mowers, big John Deere 4-wheel drive tractors, front wheel, I mean, all that.
Yeah, I shouldn't have to buy another mower. I should be good.
Goddamn, spending $200,000-$300,000 on a damn tractor, you know.
Yeah, Net Cruise, they got a great big old John Deere tractor thing and all that, big old.
It's easier now just to lease that stuff, you know. Back in the day, you know, like you drop $500,000 on a combine, you know what I'm saying? And,
yeah, because you can rent a lot of stuff just straight from Home Depot.
Well, yeah, I mean, now they got, you know, everywhere you go, you can't even haul, you know, we couldn't even haul the picker head or corn head on the combine because it couldn't drive down the road. You know, now you just get them, and the way they work them now, 24 hours around the clock, they burn up, you know, they don't have time to clean the air filters, what it is, and it gets dust fire, and then they burn to the ground. So you goddamn lease that son of a bitch with the insurance, you ain't got to worry about it, just keep on rolling. You got a new one out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it too. Just keep going.
I mean, my cousin, he's farming 12,000 acres, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And that's small, you know, because where I'm from, you know, there's some farmers around there that pretty well run Illinois, Nebraska, and part of Iowa. You know, they're farming like 2-3 million acres, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and they got their own John Deere implement store. And dude, they can come do a 100-acre field in an hour. Done. They got semis laid up on there. They got like 8 combines. As soon as they got it done, they got fucking like 10 tractors out there tilling the ground, and down the road they go. They start on one side of the state and go to all the way to the other, nonstop.
Yeah, I've seen shows about those. Yeah,
unfreaking believable. But they want to, you know, they want to buy up all the small time farmers. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool. But fuck that.
Get all the small time farms, then you can just go right on through from one side of North America to the other.
Yeah, well, you know, with all my uncles and my cousins and stuff, we all kind of live, you know, in one area back home. We probably got 60,000 acres or more, maybe 100,000 between everybody, and it's been there forever. You know, my couple of my grandpa, great grandpa. So like when my aunt died, you know, they leave it to kids. You know what I'm saying? And you know, all the nieces and nephews. And then when you hit a certain age, it goes to your kids. If you have no kids, then your part of the land goes to these people. It can never be sold. So it's part of the will, all their wills that can't be sold. So it just keeps going down the line to make sure that, you know.
Yeah, stays in family.
But, you know, you either farm it or you rent crop it. You still pay taxes on it every year, but I mean, you're making money on something even if you don't want to do it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's the way to go, though, because too many kids get their mom and dad's land or what they built and they just sell it because they don't want to do nothing, you know what I mean? And that way you ain't got to worry about no goddamn, you know, people building homes and stuff like that, you know, on that land, you know. It's all going to be good farmland forever, you know. So.
All right, take care, Blackbird.
All right, man. We'll see you, buddy. Goddamn, for 22 years old, you go to bed at 11:30. Man, I didn't hit bed last night until 3.
3?
Yeah. You got the grandbaby down here for a couple of weeks, you know, with the daughter.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. How's that going?
Oh, not too bad. I mean, I sleep. I ain't got to get up with it.
The damn door shut on me.
I'm supposed to go to bed before 3.
Well, I usually do, but the baby had a nap too late yesterday, and then woke up at like 1:30 or
They do their thing when they want to, no matter what.
right. So we just stayed up for a little while longer.
Roll.
All right. So you know, my Amazon tree boa had it, escaped.
Yeah.
So I moved both cages out to the garage. I got my rats out there, and I've got rooms out there built, so it's not like they're in 120-degree weather. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
like my rats are 75 to 78 in the garage. So, it was probably about 11 o'clock the other night. The wife was taking a bag of trash out, and she says, "Are you missing a snake?" It was by the front door. We got like a tree stump planter, and it was sitting right on top of that planter. She almost, she didn't get no closer, probably would have bit her, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So I said, heck yeah. So I got my hook because it's going to bite you. So I go out there, and I had went through the enclosure anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got it all cleaned up anyway, and so I went in there, I put it in the enclosure, and I mist it down real good because, you got to mist them and stuff. Shut the door, made sure it was all tight, opened the other door, did the same with that snake, shut it, and went in the house. I'm like, cool. Went out in the garage the next morning, and the snake's gone.
The same one?
Same one.
Holy.
Hey, now check this out. The door, I had to go like this, put my hand on it, and you got to pull it hard to open it. That's how tight the door shuts. All right. I mean, it ain't like a 3-foot snake the size of my finger can push that door open. All right.
Yeah.
There is one hole like this that I have a piece of PVC pipe coming up, but it's tight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's for the climbing branches or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
But the pipe is flat this way, so if a snake could have got in, it went down, it can't get out. You know what I mean? So I got a bunch of pipes in there for like climbing in jungle and stuff like that. So I take them all apart and I unpop them and I look through every one of them. Nothing. I get a big 41-quart tub. I start taking all the bedding and everything. I completely clean this cage out, dude. Nowhere to be found. I'm like, what the F,
Yeah.
I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know how I got out. I can't even tell you where it would have got out at. So now it's been another day or two. Of course, they're in the garage.
Yeah.
I mean, I cleaned my garage. I didn't go looking behind all the shelves yet, but I got concrete. It's an older garage. Some of the cinder blocks got holes in it. It could have went out the back door because, they're small. Maybe I open the doors and stuff when I'm out there, so I don't know what the hell it is. So you know what? I went to mow the grass the other day. Because I need to mow my grass after the snake is missing.
Uh-oh.
And the daughter says, "Dad, don't mow your snake up." I'm like, I don't give a shit if it is out there. I'll run that son bitch over because I'm pissed, I wouldn't know, but I didn't run it over. I didn't, it wasn't in the grass, but that would have been my luck. But because I actually went around and weeded it around the outside of everything to make sure it wasn't in the grass. And I got 2 trees that ain't real tall, and I got flowers around the house. I looked into all that thinking maybe it climbed up, in the shade, but yeah, I checked. That was the first thing I checked was the stump again.
Wow, that is just crazy.
What size tank for a ball python is it? How big a ball python is it? Is it a hatchling? Is it full grown? Yeah, so I mean, I'm done. If I find it, if they're going down the road, both together, they're gone.
He's all like they're both gone.
I mean, hey, 2 Amazon tree boas, male, female. I'll give them away. I don't care.
Little escape artist, huh?
Dude, I don't know how I got out. I mean, I literally do not know how it got out. It's like somebody went out there messing with me and opened it up and let it out and then shut it. I mean,
wow.
Dude, I actually had to. I mean, you got to pull for the door to come open. That's how tight my door shuts on them, you know, so they can't get out. But I guess I'm wrong, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's
some of them. I've had a couple Houdinis back in the past too.
Jake's just great. How big a snake you got?
They're called Houdini, yeah. Damn,
Yeah, just call him gone.
Yeah, if it's got a way out.
I mean, you know, the first place I looked was in the rat room.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm thinking, hey, it's out in the garage. I got my rats out there in the garage.
I mean, it still could be, I guess, you know.
Let's go out there and hang out where the rats are and see if we can get some. I figured I'd open a tub and there'd be all my babies gone there, be sitting, you know.
Looking all plump.
But then, you know, mom and dad probably would have killed it. But I mean, yeah. Well, I'd been mad if it went in there and ate a whole litter or something, you know.
Yeah. Well, shit.
Oh, well.
It's crazy.
So
So that's the story.
That's the story.
you ever heard the song
Tell the
I'm
story.
looking over my dead dog Rover?
What's that?
You ever heard the song I'm looking over my dead dog Rover?
Yep.
My sister learned that from a church camp. I got in trouble for her singing it because everyone said Sherry must have taught her that. I didn't even know it. But that's what I was thinking about as soon as you started saying the grass.
Jake, asked Justin there. He's the Knoll guy.
What's up?
He said thoughts on green and Knolls.
Oh, they're cool. They're wiry little suckers, though.
He just had a baby one. Hatch.
I do. I have a little, just a hatchling. He's only about 7 days old.
Which snake do you have out there?
It's a firefly.
I might have some of them this week or next week.
Yeah?
Yep, that fired lemon blast is due next Thursday, but I don't think it'll make it till then because they usually been coming out anywhere from 3 to 7 days early. So
Right on.
that'd be nice. Or so I could have some dragonflies, fireflies, fire pins. You know what I mean? I could have all kinds of shit.
It's just a whole basket full of stuff. How many eggs you got?
7 in the incubator.
7.
Yep.
Did
And
you
I
see
got.
Todd's last video?
Huh? Yeah, I seen that. I seen that. And I got 7 babies in the hatching rack. And I got 7 babies in the hatching rack, 5 ready to go, and 2 just had their first meal. So I had 7 of the new ones, but my breeder buddy down there at the pet shop, he took the 5 normals, and he's feeding them at home right now until they're up big enough to go to the shop. So he buys all my normals and stuff off of me. You know what I mean? So
Right on.
anything I don't want, he the buyer gives me credit. So like normals, or maybe if I get a bunch of pastels or something, So that's kind of nice to have somebody like that, that real good.
Yeah,
As a
yeah.
reptile, all he deals is reptiles. He has no fish or nothing else. You might have like gerbils or sugar gliders, but nothing but reptiles. So turtles, stuff like that. So yeah, it's nice to be able to get rid of that and not have to feed it for 3 months for somebody to offer you $20 for a normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Well, damn, them pet stores are selling them for like $70-$80 now.
He says his for 35 or 40 for a normal. He don't
Yeah, see,
try to
around
rip
here,
no.
if you go to one of the Petcos or something, they're $70-$80.
Yeah, but that's Petco and PetSmart though.
It's just dumb. Yeah.
But there's some that they sell the fancy balls for $100, and my daughter used to work at, I think, Petco,
Yeah.
and she said it did not matter if it was a normal, it was like $60 or whatever.
Yeah.
But if they got like pastels, or if they would have got a pied, $100, that was it, $100. I said, your store is one of the few, because I've seen PetSmart, Petco have pied for $700.
See, I thought they had 3 tiers.
She said her store at Petco only had 2, but they never did see a pied. They never seen a pied.
Yeah. Yeah. See, ours around here are like $70 for a normal. It's like $169 or something for anything with a gene, or other than normal. And then anything after that's $299.
I'd love to get one, but I'd lose 3 of my roommates. One of them is my husband.
You don't like them?
He's not crazy about reptiles. So.
What state you live
in? Canada state.
You're in where? Canada?
Alberta, Canada.
Really? You're in Canada? I didn't know you was in Canada.
Oh, you couldn't catch my accent with the what's supposed to be.
You betcha. Don't you know?
Huh?
Don't you know? You betcha. I've worked up in Minnesota for about 10 years, so them guys talk weird too. So I mean, I've heard accent a lot worse than yours. I mean. Well, see, if you weren't in Canada, I was going to ship you one. It's better to ask for forgiveness than for ask for permission.
That's very true.
Remember that.
Yeah, I know.
And when you get older, it don't really matter anymore. You know what I mean?
Shipping to Canada is a pain in the butt, from what I've heard.
Yeah, but you got a lot of breeders there.
Yeah, there's a lot of breeders there.
True enough. True enough.
I've traded stickers with a lot of people in Canada.
I could probably get a hold of Carrier Barrows from K&B and see what they get at anything. I'll just tell them ship them to you from there. They're in Canada.
Nice.
Yeah, Balls to Use in Canada too. No, they're not in Canada. They're not in Canada. He's in the UK.
Balls to Use in the UK.
Yeah.
UK, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Mutation Creations in Canada.
Gavin, I'd say he's probably one of the smartest ones out there, dude. Really, Gavin from Balls to You, he's a smart guy, and he'll help anybody out, dude.
Yeah, I watched a lot of his videos when I first started.
He's a big guy too, dude. You ever seen him?
He's a big dude.
When Brian Kesko interviewed him that time, it's like, God dang, dude, his arms are just goddamn big around. I'm like, Jesus Christ, son.
Yeah, he's eating something else.
Cusco, I mean, for Cusco isn't that small for someone that much bigger.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, even what's his name from DM Exotics, does all the imports. And he's huge too, dude. I mean, but you know, all they do is work out. But Gavin's big, dude. His
Yeah,
arms
he's worked out a long time.
his arms the size of Brian's legs.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah, I mean, he's huge.
Well, heck, he's probably hauling an awful lot of stuff here or there.
What
If
was
he's-
Muffin the dark colored snake?
Hmm?
Well, she asked me how's Muffin.
Muffin.
Yeah, how's Muffin?
How is Muffin?
I don't
Is that
know. I
what
had
you was calling the dark one?
Muffin's good. I had a blueberry muffin this morning. It sure did taste good.
Oh, look out, Horde. I didn't know you got it, buddy. I'll be
Surprised
back.
I didn't get any muffins.
Well, she just ate like normal. She never misses a meal. I mean, never. That's one of my best snakes, really. I mean, and she's, you know, she's nice too. So I got a couple, you know, my big classic girl that's really huge, and I got a dinker I'm trying to prove out, you know, to see what she is.
Mhm.
But she gave me 7 slugs this year, so that kind of threw a wrench in my plan. So, but they're both they'll bite you right now. I mean, you open the tub. I mean, my big normal girl, she could eat 5 to 7 days a week. I mean, a medium to large rat every day. I mean, she is a powerhouse. She's probably 3,500, 4,000 grams. She's huge.
Nice. That's a good size.
I'd put my hand there to show you comparison, but she'd bite me.
No. We'll wait for when you can.
No, I mean, she'd bite me anytime. I mean, that's just,
Oh,
she's
anytime.
just,
Well.
she's just one of them snakes. I mean, I got her as a rescue, and I've worked with her, and
Still
it
never
don't matter.
come out.
She's been abused too hard, but she loves to eat. I'll give her that. She gave me 10 eggs this year.
Well, don't you bite.
She's not big enough. She's only like a year old, maybe 1 year old, if that. So she's not big enough to have clutches yet. She won't go this year. It'll be next year before she goes. So, I mean, yeah, she won't go this year. She's only, I mean, I'm not going to breed her at 900 or 1,000 grams like some people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's 1,300, and I start pairing her every time she gets up. She'd be over 1,500 for sure, you know. But she's gonna be one of them snakes. She ain't gonna hit that 1,000-gram wall, dude. I'm gonna tell you, she's gonna fly right on past it because she don't ever miss a meal, you know. I mean, it's
crazy how that happens, though.
That's good.
No, it won't. I'm telling you, I have snakes hit that wall at 400 or 500 grams. You know what I'm saying? For some reason.
It's just weird how they'll just go through that little phase where they just like bang,
Yeah,
just done. Wow.
You know what? No, I wonder though, the people that have that problem, are their snakes hitting 1,000 grams during breeding season? So them females know there's something going on, so they automatically go off food anyway, even if they're not ready to be, you know, because in the wild, is that snake going to say, hey, boy, you know, I'm not 3 years old and I don't weigh 1,800 grams. No. That snake don't have that sense. That snake's getting, you know, bred at 800 grams, 900 grams. You know what I'm saying? That's all these people put these rules out there because it's for the best of the animal. But now you see a lot of big breeders, and I'm not going to mention no names, but they're big time breeders that ain't been in the hobby but 3 years, 4 years, and they're breeding 800-900 grams because they're measuring follicles. You know, when you're raising females up for a year and a half, and you're pulling 8 egg clutches off of them. But if you're honest about it, I guess so be it. You know, because you know there ain't no rules in the wild.
Yeah, that's true.
And you don't, breed them for 1 or 2 years and give them a year off. They're going to be fine. I mean, honestly. But my retics, I'm not going to do that with. I mean, I want to make sure they're good. I mean, they're big snakes, so.
Yeah, but the ball pythons, that's the thing. Even if they do get mated, if they don't have enough body weight and they don't think they can make it, they'll just reject the eggs anyway.
Well, I had a pastel inchy girl that was 1,900 grams, dude, and she absorbed her follicles on me. I'm like, really?
But they say if the female isn't happy with like the fertilization or any of that she can just end it at any time, just done. So I mean, It could just be that she didn't think that those eggs were good enough.
Yeah, but then again, I could go breed her for the coming season, and she could have retained sperm from that male, and I might put a different male to her, and then I'm thinking, well, what the hell, dude?
That could happen too. Yeah.
Slade, I've had my males go off food for 4 months, dude.
Oh yeah.
But my albino boy, he was like at 700 grams, and I paired him up, and he went in he did the first pairing, and then he wouldn't eat. My Mojave ate, my Lemon Blast would eat. Even though they're pairing them, they'd still eat.
Love you, baby girl.
But my albino wasn't eating, so I didn't pair him no more because he's a picky eater anyway. If he's gonna go off food, he'll breed himself to death. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, so I just said, "Yep, you're done. Then you're not doing no more this year." So, and I put a pastel that was 700 grams in there, and it ate inbred. So I mean, you just got to really keep an eye on your snakes. What they're doing. I mean, my Mojave last year when I started breeding him, he was 2,100 grams, dude. But he went down to about 1,800, 1,700, 1,800.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to eat at all. But he was still at enough weight where he didn't hurt nothing. Well,
yeah, with the males, it doesn't matter as much anyway.
And my normal, he was probably 2,400. Normal male. I mean, I don't know. I just don't think these, there's just some rules I just don't agree with, I guess.
Well,
I know it's supposed to be the best for your animal, but.
I guess it's a difference on exactly how you set up your animals too. I mean, if you have enough and you know all your animals and exactly what they're doing and everything else. And
this is personal preference, I think,
It's a lot easier than other people who have a lot more, and they may know a few snakes off by heart, but not know all of them.
Yeah, but there's some big, very well known big time breeders that produce nothing but high dollar snakes and are leading the industry that breeding snakes early and breeding them until they die. You know what I'm saying? It's a money thing to them. What I'm saying
is the thing right there. It's all about the money. They're trying to get that snake faster.
It's a business. I ain't saying that they don't care for snakes, but at the end of the day, it's all about money. That's why they got brand new facilities, and and they're producing. They're the ones leading the market. Everybody was chasing them and what to do, but
you do your thing.
There comes a point where you say, okay, hey, this girl's gave me 5-6 clutches or whatever. You give her a year off here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them don't. They breed them every year until they die because it's all about money. And I guess I'm bad too because I do that with my rats. I don't ever pull my females. I breed them pretty much till they die. I'd rather them die on their own than to say, hey, you only gave me 6 babies, so I'm going to feed you to my snake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, because you know, you get a bond with them, dude. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So when my females gave me 100 baby rats or more, or, 1,000 or whatever, and she dies, she doesn't go to a snake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just feel that's right, because I know people that ain't even breeding their females, for maybe a year, and if they have like 8, if they see their numbers go from 15 to 8, they're done. Oh, I'm done. They are all different because I've had females give me 18, 20 babies in a litter. And in them litters, I saved every female out of all them litters because it might be a genetic thing that she has big clutches and she might pass it down to her offspring. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but
You have to watch those genetics pretty well to keep on it. I had something going in my brain and it just went away. Sorry.
yeah, that happens when. Well, I mean, it's legal to smoke in Canada, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, medicine.
Actually, truthfully, it is. My doctor.
I looked over there.
Only CBDs, right? Only CBDs.
I looked at the container. I lost all train of thought.
This is just.
Blueberry kush.
Oh, this one's not the blueberry.
Blueberry.
Yeah, the blueberry one's pretty damn good.
Granddaddy Purple.
The blueberry.
Was that some Gorilla Glue, number 4?
I don't know. But. The blueberry.
You can't even smell them vape pens. You know it. They leave no odor at all.
Thing is that it is true. It does help with pain and other situations.
Oh, I agree. It does help with. It is good medicine. It does help a lot of people, really.
Yeah, but I got this little deal, and too shiny. Anyway,
What is that?
Sucker. It's a. It's an.
Oh, for your cartridges.
Yeah, I don't know how to use it or what to do.
You got to screw in the top. You got to put that in the top of that.
He said you got to put that in the top of that.
That cartridge is full, ain't it?
No.
Oh,
no,
it's empty?
The cartridge is empty. I have to put some kind of oil into this cartridge, but what oil is right?
Need some kind of oil. You know what oil goes in there?
I don't know.
No, I don't.
I just go down and I buy me, a 1 gram cartridge of 96% train wreck or Gorilla Glue and just screw it into my battery and go.
Oh. Okay, so you just buy a cartridge.
Yeah, it's already packed.
I didn't know that.
What I mean, you doing CBD or are you doing?
I do
THC.
Well, this one is 6 of both. And
if you got problems, if you can do 50 and 50 CBD, 50 THC, you'll see a world of difference on how you feel. Seriously, it'll do you better than 100% THC.
THC, I've been having trouble with that because I get quite paranoid.
Well, you doing sativa or are you doing indica? Indica puts you in the couch, sativa keeps you going. There's the difference.
Really?
It is very true, yes.
There's a difference between both of them. The sativa doesn't make you feel tired or knock you out. It gives you energy, and you got to really look at what's curing what, because they cure different things. You know, one might be pain, nausea, whatever. One might go for anxiety. You got it. So when you go in your dispensary, you talk to the people, tell them what you got. They'll hook you up with the right stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go into one of the shops.
Yeah, and just tell them.
If you go in there and you tell them exactly what you want it to do, and they'll fine tune it for you.
Yep. Because Oklahoma just passed it last year, and what's nice is there's 1 or 2 dispensaries on every block around Tulsa. And so what you do is, so if you're a first-time customer, they give you like a gram for free or for a penny. So you just go around to like 500 stores here they just opened up, and you get your freebies, and then you're good for about a year, you know.
That's awesome.
Dude, I'm telling you.
I keep laughing because I had heard that as soon as people started opening up the shops and everything, little Girl Guides would the Girl Guide cookies.
Girl Scout cookies. Hey,
Yeah.
they did that in Colorado, and then they quit. They had to quit.
From the cannabis shop, there'd be little Girl Guide things.
Yeah.
They think.
Hell, they had a thing here on Girl Scout cookies because they ain't been able to sell them because of the virus, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, good.
It's
good.
Difficult for them.
You know how much my wife spends on goddamn Girl Scout cookies? I'm like, I'm glad they ain't selling them son of bitches at $5, $6 a box. That's like $100, dude.
I'm glad they ain't selling them damn things.
My husband buys those.
I'll probably save myself $400 this year because that shit. I ain't gonna lie at all.
Now, come on, it goes to a good cause.
Shit.
Those girls are going to run the world when they get older, Randall. I really think so. The Girl Guide cookie girls, they know where it's going. But, no, my husband buys the treats.
Yeah, I got a. Well, that's what I was. My wife likes the gummies for her pain and stuff she has, so I ended up getting the gummies that were. I found some that were 50% THC, 50% CBD, and they've done wonders. I mean, this is the best there is.
Yeah, they keep on telling me that the edibles are supposed to be best.
Well, yeah, it's a different feeling though. It's a body high, you know. Yeah, I mean, I had a buddy I knew that was making them, so he'd hook me up, you know, and he was giving me like one gummy was like 80 whatever, you know, percent, you know, it was 80 milligrams of THC, you know. So I never really did them, you know. The wife would take just a little chunk out of it, you know. So I popped like this. She had like a half a gummy left or whatever, I just put the whole son of a bitch in my mouth and ate it, you know. I'm like, screw it, you know. I mean, it's just a gummy. I mean, it's an edible, you know. So, I mean, hell, I've been smoking weed for 30 years, you know. What's a goddamn gummy gonna do, you know? Well, about an hour later, I said, I can feel this thing. Yeah, it's pretty, you know, it's different high. It's coming on good, you know. Yeah, I'm good. 2 hours later, I'm thinking, this son of a bitch kicking in real good 2 hours later. About 3 hours later, I said, I'm ready to get off this goddamn ride right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck, dude, you know?
So
I'm like, woo, that sounds
if you don't mind me asking, is it fibromyalgia? For your wife's pain?
For what?
Your wife's pain?
Oh, well, she's got back problems and kidney failure, kidney disease.
Oh, ow!
So,
give her my regards. Those are not easy.
And so they're seeing if it's related to, like right now, if it's I think it's all because of lymphoma, you know, or whatever. So.
Sorry to hear that. Mine is fibromyalgia and arthritis in the back, hips.
Try the hybrid. How does this go from reptile chat to bong hits? I don't get it. No, I'm just
We
kidding.
talk about anything in here.
I know. I was just funning.
I didn't see the ball hits though.
Let me see. I have
I see Hustlers. What is somebody watching Hustlers maybe, huh?
Hustlers. Liver. My liver hates me.
Area 51 Morphs is live on Instagram.
Well, you
Why
know,
would you be-
I went and had some tests done, I don't know, about 6 months ago because my legs were swelled, you know, they're kind of red. My wife was worried, you know, I'm like, whatever. So, I mean, they run me through the mill, you know, the,
thought you were gonna die.
you know, CAT scans, all that shit. Doctor goes, well, your liver's good. I said, what? I said, I've been trying to kill that motherfucker for 30 years, and you're going to tell me that some bitch is good? I said, screw you, you don't know a damn thing. I said, He didn't find it very funny. He didn't laugh at all.
I don't know. I mean, that's funny.
I was laughing.
Yeah, I know quite a few people who just drink, smoke, whatever. Nothing wrong with their liver. Me?
Well, and that was the thing. My wife, you know, she
smoking to get the fun.
she lived a pretty straightened life, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, didn't really drink. I mean, you know, occasionally have a drink or whatever. We go out to the restaurant.
Yeah.
You know, didn't do no drugs, you know. And, you know, I'm an iron worker, you know. I mean, I drank 2-3 cases of beer every day, you know, a couple cases of beer every day. We get off work, you know. Stop drinking beer. I drink 2 bottles of fucking liquor, you know. Smoking goddamn weed, snorting fucking cocaine, doing every drug there's possible now, and doing it all the time, you know. And I'm fine, and she gets all these problems, you know. But you know, I mean, there comes a point in your life you have to quit doing most of that because they drug test you now on jobs, you know. But I mean, it's just the fact that I told her I don't have these problems because I did abuse my body, you know. But I mean, I think the marijuana, doing it my whole life, was part of the help. But you know, I mean, if I would have got a mosquito would have bit me, it would have either goddamn fell over drunk or it would have been running so fast it would have blew up anyway, you know what I mean? So it didn't really matter, you know. So I mean, I never had them problems, you know. But I mean, you know, as you get older, you know, them things change, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I grew up in there, you know, in the 80s, you know, cocaine, all that, you know. I mean, the movie Blow, that's true, you know. I mean, I remember all that shit, you know what I'm saying?
I grew up in the Well,
I mean, I was when I was getting out of high school was in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
but,
I remember the 80s.
And it was good times, you know. I mean, I'm surprised I remember anything in the 80s, to be honest with you.
The 80s were interesting. That's basically what I can say about it.
A lot of good concerts.
And Penny Python says, "Smoke it up."
Fucking right.
Couldn't go to concerts because I had my head smashed into a wall when I was a kid. This guy, he didn't like my bro, so he smashed my head into the wall. So I've had trouble with loud sounds since then. So I can't, even being outside of where they're playing a concert, it hurts. Right in the back of the neck there.
Yeah, I mean,
horrid. I couldn't even.
Yeah, I'd have a hard time being around you because, you know, like people who have fainting goats. I think that's just great. I like to go up there and just and watch them just fall over. They run and they just fall. I think that's the funniest thing ever, dude. You ever seen them, Justin? You ever been around them? My buddy had one. He had some fainting goats. Man, I'd come up the fence, and they start to run about 4 steps, and they just fall over. It's just funniest thing ever. Look at these dummies, you know. Oh, it was great. I loved it. I mean, I could sit out there all day and do that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, that's, you know, but I mean, I just think stuff like that's funny, you know. I mean, I know people that are scared of stuff too, you know. I mean, it's just funny to scare them, you know.
The worst I had for scaring someone, this young gal was at a vet clinic I was working at, and she was on a short-term, or just for the day, watching what the veterinarian was doing, you know. So he had spayed a cat that was pregnant, and the kittens had almost been ready to come out. So he was taking them out of the uterus to show us, and he took one, and it was still in the sac part and everything, but it was out of the uterus. And he took it up, brought it up like this, and I put my head back and opened my mouth, and he brought it over my mouth, and she just ran out and went puking outside. It was so funny. I'm evil. I'm going to hell.
I mean, it's
fun.
I mean, people's reactions are funny, you know. I mean, it's sometimes I mean, it's sad to say, you know, like when somebody gets hurt. I mean, it can be funny because their facial expression, not literally because they're hurt. It's just the face they make, you know.
Yes.
But like when I was in California working, you know, I went bungee jumping off a bridge there, you know. Mm-hmm. This is in the 90s now, right? You know.
Yeah.
It was illegal to jump off bridges, but they'd set up and everybody go until the cops busted you. Well, there was this guy there, dude. He was scared to freaking death, dude. Scared, you know. And it's just funny because you can see he's nervous, you know. But they talked him up, you know. You're good, you know. And I mean, it took forever. And as soon as he jumped, they were like, whoa, 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 whoa. And they're showing him a broken bungee cord. Man, this dude screamed, hollered, pissed his pants all the way down. Man, that was like the funniest. And then it was like, he bounced back and forth, you know. But they just screwed with him. I thought that was great, you know. I mean, like that was like that's funny shit right there, you know. I mean,
that's not funny at all.
Oh, that's great, dude. That's great shit.
That's me. Oh God, there was one commercial taken off TV right after it was on one weekend. It was the pump-up shoes, and the one person went over. And then he went over with the pumped up shoes, and he was fine. But the other bungee cord had the shoes in it with a bit of part of the leg or something. It did not stay on TV. It really did not, for some strange reason. But I was laughing. It was funny.
I mean, well, Justin, what do you do for work? I mean, were you in construction or anything like that?
No, no. I run a bowling center.
So you're in like sales or whatever, retail or whatever you want to call it.
Entertainment.
Entertainment. There you go. Well, as an iron worker, dude, you know, I mean, it's just how we are. We're just cut different, you know. I mean, we're hardcore, you know. Well, you know, you always get the new guys, the new kids that's, you know, they're out there for a while and they never see some of this stuff. And so they get pretty, you know, like when I started to be an iron worker as a kid, it was shut your fucking mouth and do as you're told. You know, I mean, don't say a word, don't ask me why, and I'll teach you something, you know, just shut your mouth, do what I tell you to do. All right. So I did, you know, because them old timers were hard on you, you know. I mean,
yeah,
you know,
they were not easy at all.
You know,
I'm originally from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, and that's steel mill right there. The Sioux, I forget what it got changed into and messed up with, but no, you did not mess with anyone.
They're steel workers.
Huh?
They're steel workers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different than an iron worker. Steel workers at 5 o'clock, then the disco ball comes out and they all start dancing around having a party. Iron workers are a little bit tougher than that, you know.
Okay, what's the difference between the steel and the iron?
Steel workers make steel. They pour it. Iron workers build high rises and buildings.
Right.
Like all your steel buildings, we put all that up. Steel workers just work in a factory that makes all that stuff.
Okay, so you put it up.
Yep.
Okay.
So I had this kid, you know, so I had this kid all day long, and he'd been working for a couple months or a few months, and you know, he got stuck with me one day because we weren't hanging iron. We were just doing some other stuff. So they had some safety nets set up out there, you know. And he's like, man, I want to jump in that safety net. I'm like, no, you don't, dude, you know, because they're not a goddamn trapeze net, all right, you know. I mean, it's not going to, everybody thinks it's a fucking trapeze net. No, you're going to land and it's going to save your life and it's going to welt you up, you know. I mean, all day long he kept talking shit. I'm like, this kid is getting on my freaking nerves, you know. And I'm just ready, you know, 3:30 come around and go fucking drink some beer, you know. I mean, I'm just smoking joint. I'm just ready to get off the job. Like fucking we didn't even have our tools on. It was about 2:30, 3 o'clock. We just come off break and we were finishing up some stuff. So we didn't even put our tool belts on or nothing, you know, because we didn't need them. He kept on and on. I shoved the motherfucker right off the goddamn building, dude. I pushed this son of a bitch off the goddamn building. And this kid fucking screamed his goddamn ass off like a little bitch, you know. He landed in that goddamn net where he wanted to, you know. I mean, I looked because sometimes it'd be metal in there, you know. I looked, this, you know, whatever. So
make sure there wasn't nothing in there.
I just shoved him, you know, and everybody's like, what the fuck? I'm like, fuck him, you know. And so pushed him off the goddamn building. He fell in that goddamn net. You know, he had welts all up and down him. I'm like, yeah, how, you know, he never once asked anything about them goddamn nets no more, you know. And I don't think he really wanted to work with me anymore, but screw, you know, I mean, people like that, I mean, that's how I was, though, when I was in my 20s, you know, in my 20s and stuff. I mean, you know, I was hardcore, dude. You know, I didn't give two shits about nothing. You know? I mean, you know, I just, you know, my wife came out and watched me hang iron one time, and she said, I'll never come to your work again. You know, I was climbing up iron. I was walking I-beams. I was jumping and fucking, you know, no tie off and nothing like that. You know, we didn't do that shit. Riding shit up on the crane. Y'all, I can't watch you. You're all crazy, you know. I said, that's just part of life, man. You know, I love it, you know. I mean, I'm an adrenaline junkie, you know, so. I don't know. I just couldn't put up kids.
Kind of work, you definitely have to have the adrenaline.
Well, if you've seen pictures of me in my 20s and now, only difference is I ain't got that dad bod right now, you know, back then, you know. But that was a workout, you know. I mean, that was a workout every day. You went because, you know, you didn't have lifts, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you climbed iron every day, you know. I mean, that was your workout. I mean, now it's this is like, God dang, you know.
Hey, Arla.
Remember Dr. Durant saying he will be calmed down for a couple of days?
Yeah, your dog is stubborn.
I mean, it's not what you want to do. You just do it, you know. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I remember we were building a building and, you know, some jobs are real strict, you know. I mean, there's no fuck off. You know, you get on these contractors, they're like, you know, 100% tie off, blah, 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 you know, whatever, run me off a job. It ain't first time, you know. Well, we found a mannequin, you know, and we dressed it up. And we put a tool belt on it. Well, they were having they had a meeting, you know, the big wigs had a meeting in the trailer, you know. We knew when it was going to be out. Well, there's one guy on top, and I was at the very bottom. And when they come out, I got to meet that trailer, you know what I mean? Underneath the trailer. And, they threw that goddamn mannequin off, and there's guys, you know, on floors, screaming, you know. The guy hit the ground, and they come running, you know. Well, this guy jerked the mannequin. I come rolling out. I get up. I'm fucking knocking dust off myself. I'm like, God dang, that kind of hurt, you know. All them motherfuckers didn't know what to think, you know. They thought, what the hell happened, you know? Well, then they found out, and they, you know, well, like 8 of us got kicked off. 8 of us got kicked off the job, but it was funnier than hell, dude. It was all worth it, you know. They're like, what the hell?
You're kicked off the job. I don't know why.
I mean, that kind of hurt.
Oh, good.
Oh, man.
I mean, I did see a guy fall 90 feet one day and get up and walk away. They were just dumping sand, fresh sand out of a dump truck. He fell into them sand piles, dude. I mean, you know, if they had dumped him the night before, it got cold, it would have been probably hard and frozen.
Yeah.
Dude didn't get hurt. His nickname was Airmail after that. Everybody called him Airmail.
Wow.
I mean, just lucky. You know, it was just one that come out. I've seen people fall 6 feet and get killed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just one of them lucky things that, you know, somebody was looking out after. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Those sand trucks, yeah, they have.
You know, dump trucks dumping loads of sand. You know.
Yeah. Well, I know that. When I was a kid, my brother made me sit in this one spot behind the dump truck, and he had to look at me and said, you either sit there or I'm gonna stab you, right? So I'm sitting there, and the dump truck comes back and dumps all of its sand down, and I was in there. And Steven just made me sit there because he would have cut me up quite bad if I hadn't stayed there.
You sure you ain't from Louisiana? That's how they act down there. They got about the same accent too.
Probably.
It's all right if you want to see homos naked. No, boy, I said home where you make it. No dirt, you know.
Well, I guess everyone keeps saying I was lucky because my mom came out and started calling for me. Then she actually turned to Steve and said, "Hey, have you seen your sister?" And he just pointed to the sand. And, time running out and everything. Steven wasn't caring. He was just standing there watching the sand. So he points at it, and she's like, "You're joking." And then she ran over and started digging and got me out of there. And it's like, what the fuck? So,
man, that's not. Hey, Justin, that's not how I was taught to play hide and seek where I'm from.
Yeah.
I don't know about them Canadians. They do things different.
Well, we just got little guns. They go pew pew. You guys got big suckers.
What are you doing, Mark?
But yeah, I had people betting on whether I'd live to 20 or not because of my burrow. But I bypassed them.
Well, hey, what do you guys think of an Eastern hognose? Annette, are you wanting to get one or what?
Get one what?
They're asking a question in chat about hognose.
Oh. Something about the hognose. They're cute.
I mean, they're getting pretty popular. I mean, the Eastern hognose and yeah, they flatten themselves out like cobra. I mean, I mean, some of the morphs are pretty high. Like the anaconda or the conda and stuff like that. There's different morphs. They're pretty. I mean, some of them are pretty expensive to buy. I know I used to see them all the time growing up. We used to go out and catch them out in the wild. I mean, but they were bigger than the ones you're talking about. I mean, there's Western hognose and Eastern hognose.
Yeah, and some hognoses you can't have if you're in a certain same area as
right.
them.
And yeah, they're cool out in the wild. They'll flare up like a cobra, and then they'll play dead and they'll poop and stick their tongue out like they're freaking dead.
Oh yeah, they act all crazy. Yeah,
they just stupid, dude. It's funny.
Tongues out, everything. Just, yeah.
And you can touch them and roll them up, and they'll roll right back over like they're dead. They're just funny as hell. I mean, but a lot of people are getting them, but I mean, they're not cheap.
No, there's a lady that was trying to sell them. They're like $300 a piece.
Oh, I've seen them $500-$600 for some morphs. I mean, they're rear fang venomous too. I mean, they'd have to really gnaw on you, but I mean, if you're not like allergic to bee stings and all that other, you would be fine. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's really all it is. Just like a false water cobra. The false water cobra, they only hood up when they're laying down. They can't hood up, up like this. You know what I'm saying? They're a colubra. I think them are pretty cool. I'd like to get one. There was a guy selling some babies earlier this year here. They were like $250. I didn't think that was too bad.
Didn't we have somebody in the stream the other night that was expecting one?
I thought somebody was, maybe.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah, somebody said they were expecting one.
Yeah, I've gotten found a couple people on Instagram and stuff who are working on selling, working on their knowledge of it because they're going to go into selling the hog noses.
I mean, you know, a lot of people, they try to chase people like Justin Cabelco, you know, Osboys, Mutation, you know, they hit something new and everybody's, you know, like Dreamsicle. Everybody had to do the Dreamsicle, you know. Now you can get a Dreamsicle cheap, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The biggest question, what is,
Okay.
what do you think? What do you think of sleep? What's the biggest sleeper gene out there? All of them, dude. I mean, there's stuff that you can go back that people, I mean, has never done with. Are they going to be high end? Maybe not. But there is some stuff that's fairly cheap, you know, that you can get for $1,000, $1,500 or less, and that really ain't nobody worked with, you know what I mean? But, you know, like the Quake, Trojan, you know, stuff like that. And it's going to be big time, you know. It's going to start getting into, you know, once it gets, you know, like the tri-stripe, man, you could have got that cheap there for a while. Nobody wanted to work it, just paid it out. It's coming back, dude, and it's coming back expensive.
Yeah, it's huge now. Yeah, it's starting to get bigger.
I mean, people just somebody unlocks something and they're like, oh my God, you know. But, you know.
If you want to learn a bit more about it from people who work with them and stuff, there is Snake Discovery has has one on it about, well, they have a couple of hog nose information.
Yeah, they got a little bit. They do a lot of colubrids.
And there's also Clint's Reptiles. He has one on hog nose. They have the whether it's a good steak for you.
Yeah, but I mean, that's his opinion.
Well, yeah, a lot of it's his opinion, but
I mean,
it's also
that guy cracks me up. You know, he does his YouTube. You know, he's a nerd. Number one, he dresses in his goddamn suit, and then you see him on Nerd over there with Kevin McCurley, handling that goddamn white cobra. That Kevin said let him handle that white cobra when he got it, and he's all dressed up in his suit. You know, because people don't see that side of Clint. You know, like they don't see the side of Brian Barczyk. You know, his goddamn mouth is worse than a goddamn sailor when he's around Kevin and everybody else. I mean, he cusses, you know, F words all the time, you know, but you never see that because you just see his channel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you have to be a certain way for the channel.
You don't have to be.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to. It's just if you're.
Yeah, but like Brian on his podcast, he talks just like he's F this, F that all day.
They want that as a child-friendly broadcast type of thing, and he's very intelligent. I didn't know that he had played with that. That white snake is just nasty.
Well, I mean, Kevin bought it, and it's pretty nasty. And you know, him and Brian have been friends forever. Well, you know, they're best friends. But you know, like Tyler Nolan, he's got 2 white cobras. He's got his one. He got, you know, it's not as big as Kevin's. It's pretty, dude. He gets it out. It's like free handling them. That snake is so tame, dude. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that guy's wild with his snakes. He's got.
But, I mean, that cobra, it don't even flare up, dude. Hardly even flares up on him. He ain't sitting there petting it. I mean, it's just fucking crazy.
He plays with it constantly, though. He's always got them out.
Wow.
Yeah, David's feed's even worse than that, dude. You ever seen his videos?
Yeah.
He free handles every venomous snake out there. And, you know, I don't know what. He's probably late 20s, maybe 30. Maybe.
Yeah, but the thing about Seed is he'll go out in the wild and go grab venomous snakes. He don't just take ones out of enclosures. He'll grab them out of the wild and play with them damn things.
And he knows all the scientific like Tom Crutchfield. He knows all the scientific names of them.
Yeah.
And knows everything about them. But
yeah,
I mean, but I always say there's people like Steve Irwin that's got a gift. I think he has a gift, but he has been bit once or whatever. But there's going to come a time, dude. It probably ain't going to be like a cobra. It'll be something stupid that.
Well, yeah, but like that Tyler or whatever, he already got bit by a cobra.
Tyler did, yeah. And Tom Crutchfield, a king cobra.
Well, there was that friend of Brian Barczyk's who just died last year. Or this year.
Yeah, he was a friend of everybody in the venomous community. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, she's talking about the guy. I think you're talking about the guy that was from another country, right?
Yeah.
And he kept nothing. He had like a big collection of.
Yeah, he was
Yeah, one was killed by his wife, and the other one was bitten.
Well,
when it came out.
What is Rennick's name that died? Ben Reddick died several years ago. They just found out. They just found out his wife was part of it.
Yeah.
The guy from like
the newer one.
I want to say India, but I don't think it's India. But he had a nice collection of snakes, dude. And he just one thing, and then of course we lost.
Yeah, that was
what's
crazy.
his name here? He's Forrest. Forrest Fanning died.
Yeah.
And that was a big. Forrest Fanning was just phenomenal, dude. I don't know what he died of. It's kept secret, but kind of, it wasn't really put out there. But you could tell he's been fighting with something for a while,
Yeah.
But it wasn't reptile related or nothing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just life.
Yeah, it was just a medical condition.
Okay.
But man,
like that Chandler, one of those guys, when they get bit, it's just going to ruin a huge part of the community, I think.
Well, I think it's. I mean, Kevin McClurley said, hey, I quit free handling venomous on videos.
Yeah.
Because it puts a dude. I've seen Instagram and shit videos, dude. Hey, there's a guy that had a goddamn rattlesnake, and he gets it out, and man, he's up by his head, dude. You're gonna see 12-year-old kids go out and pick up rattlesnakes. They're gonna try.
They're doing it all the time. That's the thing. They're doing it all the time.
I don't think you should be videoing it.
No, a lot of when they're holding great big king cobras like they're holding ball pythons. It's like, oh man, it's such eye attracting the kids.
Well, but I mean, with like Tyler Nolan and Chandler and Will Nance, they went through thousands upon thousands of hours to get the permits. I mean, and it's per species. They probably got 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 hours as an apprentice, mentored by some mentor, even with crocodiles and everything. But they know how, and they can read their animals. I mean, if you watch them, they know how to move, and so does that David species
or something.
But they can read it better than what somebody that's never done it. Like here, I can go get my venomous license for $10 freaking. Done. I can have me a cobra tomorrow. Yeah. Does that mean I know how to keep it? No. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, plus where are they from? Florida. Miami-Dade has the biggest supply of anti-venom in the United States. If they're bit, they're fine. They'll live. They're going to live. They're going to fight for their life, but they're going to live.
Heck, up here, if we had it, we wouldn't be living.
Right. Here, they're going to fly it from either Kentucky Zoo or from goddamn, but it's only good for like a year or two, and it's no good. Anti-venom.
Yeah, most people's anti-venom collections are all outdated. They just hope it's going to help until the new stuff gets there.
Do you know how much one vial? They'll give you 10, 12 vials. You know how much one vial is?
Well, depending on what it is, it's out of control. Yeah.
Thousands of dollars. Because I said, well, if I was going to have to spend like for 5 vials, like 12 grand, 10, 12 grand. And if I didn't get bit in 2 years, then it's no good. Well, if I get a rattlesnake or a copperhead, I don't have to get antivenom because it's native here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're not, and you really got a high chance of not even dying from a copperhead. honestly.
Yeah.
You'd
But-
be hurting. Wow.
Oh yeah, but I mean, now rattlesnake, it'll pump some goddamn damage in your ass. but you know what I'm saying. But I mean, now if I got bit by a kaboom viper, they'd be thinking, what the hell's wrong with you, dude? Well, I think they're cool. I want one, but it doesn't, you know. But am I going to free handle it? No.
No.
But
Yeah.
hell,
Those guys are crazy.
if I can't keep an Amazon tree boa in a goddamn cage, I guess I don't need a goddamn kaboom viper, huh?
Exactly. That is no shit. It's like that's the last thing you need. Some enemies loose running around. It's like, oh.
But
God.
you know, I would never keep them in my house.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I would build a building or get a shed out back, insulate it, and I get them one of them gray cages, a bit or the division, or you know what I'm talking about. They're all one piece.
One piece and
Like a vision. I don't know what they're called, a vision or something, but they're expensive. Tyler Nolan has a bunch of them. They're all like that one big piece of plastic with just the glass on it.
Yeah, I can't remember what they're called.
They used to be slanted like that, now that they're like $500, $1,000 a piece, but locks. But see, they got to come out and they got to inspect my room. They got to inspect my caging once a year, and then every time I get a new species, I got to let them know.
Yeah.
The thing that worries me is, what if my neighbor sees me and says, "Well, and just doesn't like me because we didn't get along"? They could come out, and they might go in there, and I might have rats in there, and they can say, the day before rat cleaning, you know how it is.
mm-hmm.
Oh, you keep your rats nasty. We're going to take all your freaking animals. And it's happened. I've seen people lose their whole collection because of
depending on where you're at. Like a lot worse than others too.
Right. So is it worth losing? Is it worth losing all that? No. I mean, if you wanted just one in the cage, but when you start talking some crazy ass stuff, I mean,
Yeah.
I just, as much as I would like to have them, and don't get me wrong, because I really would like to have some cobras and some kaboom vipers, I just know that
what they're like.
I probably shouldn't, I mean, that's just it, I should get them, I mean.
Well, I mean, it's what kind of danger you'd have with, like you just said with your story, if someone doesn't like you.
Well, and I've read stories like that, and they come in and they take all their ball pythons. And, I could say, well, I don't have no snakes in my house, but if you know how the DNR or Fish and Wildlife is, all they don't have to have, they can just come in your goddamn house. That's enough reason to come look in your house, you know what I mean? So it wouldn't matter, They're going to look anyway, because that's how they are.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm not willing to lose all my animals because maybe my neighbor's got kids and found out I'm keeping hots, out in the shed out back, even though it's completely secured and got a keypad lock system and everything. You know what I'm saying? It's just not worth losing all that over. You know what I mean? To me, you know what I'm saying? It's not worth losing it. And really, as much as great as it is and easy as it is for me to get a license, that's another scary thing is there's nobody mentoring you or training you like you should be. I mean, I grew up around them, so I'm confident with rattlesnakes and stuff because I grew up with them,
Yeah.
But I haven't grown up with cobras or, kaboom vipers. So if I got a rattlesnake or copperhead, it's no big deal. I've caught them my whole life.
Yeah.
But, Pennsylvania, you go to the goddamn expo, there's a 12-year-old kid walking around with a fucking deli container with a cobra in some bitch, There's no rules there, you know what I'm saying? I think them states need to have some kind of mentor and a license. Like, I think that's smart. That's going to save a lot of these kids from getting hurt, dude.
Well, yeah, and that's the same thing like with Irondogg. I got him from it was like a Petco. It was like no little kid should ever be able to walk into a pet store and buy that monitor. There's no way. And they couldn't even feed it. It was dying when I got it. But it was like some little kid could have walked in there before me and said, "Mom, can I have one of those?" And it's like no 12-year-old kid should have a monitor like that.
know that a monitor can be quite dangerous, especially if not treated properly. And kids are not known to fully treat their pets properly. Some are great, don't get me wrong, but all you need is for one of their friends to come into the room or.
Well, yeah, but there's just certain animals that shouldn't be sold at a place where an 8-year-old kid can just walk up and buy it.
Right.
You know, just like he said, you're walking to some expo and some kid's got some damn cobra. It's like that the seller should be slapped for that too. You know, who in the hell in their right mind should sell a kid a cobra? You know, it's like it's crazy.
I mean, you know, I got a buddy that lives in Pennsylvania that I talked to, and he's got 2 or 3 cobras, a couple rattlesnakes. He got a real pretty rattlesnake. It's almost like a raccoon on the tail, beautiful rattlesnake.
Yeah. Nice.
And he's got not like an albino cobra, and he's got a spitter too, spitting cobra with, he got it, but and he's got a bunch of ball pythons and other stuff, and when he got the albino cobra, he called me. He said, "Dude, I got this albino cobra today." I'm like, "Sure." He goes, "I'm going to do a live video." And he goes, the guy wasn't taking care of it. You know what I mean? And so he gave him like a 4-foot or 3-foot PVC enclosure or whatever, And so the guy gave him this cobra because he couldn't, he was scared to take it out and everything. So he gets it. So, my buddy Hill Jack goes in there, like it's like Halloween. I might have been on Halloween actually. So we're watching this video and his daughter's down there recording, He pulls this thing out, dude. It didn't even hood up. It did not even hood up. Man, he's holding tail. He's got a hook. He's like showing it. And man, this thing is just like puppy dog tame, dude. Didn't even hit. Hey, goes to put it in the bucket. It goes from nice to fucking insane in 2.3 seconds. This thing did not want to go in the bucket. Hey, he dropped the hook twice or 3 times. Because he come up the hook. He had to. It was coming, So then he gets it in the bucket. He gets it in the bucket, and he just puts the lid on it. It pops his goddamn head up out. And he's like, well, finally, he a couple times it, looked like he was close. He finally goes, okay. He says, enough fucking around. He says, get in the bucket before somebody gets hurt. He tells it, He gets in the bucket, puts the lid, and starts like, put a brick on it, You can hear her video going, you can tell how scared she was as she's holding the camera, but he when he got it out and put it in the enclosure, it did fine. But after that, dude, he's got to put paper on the glass because if it don't have paper, it hits the glass and it hurts itself.
Yeah,
so something that this guy has done previously has freaked this snake out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A kaboom viper. A gaboom with a G. Yeah, it's pretty common there, and I think it is too around North Carolina also, But when you go in that area, like some of the shows I think I've seen in North Carolina, I think you have to be 18 to go on the hot side. Mm-hmm. And they have like that netting over all the stuff, so you just can't read,
Yeah, people can't steal it.
Can't steal it, I guess, but it's just too easy, That's the only thing I think that because anything's going to give you a bad name in this hobby. There's a lot of things, and that's one of them, that's going to give us a bad name is just people free handling it because somebody's going to get dead.
And then people who don't like it are going to use that as an example. Exactly.
Yeah, but it's going to be a 14-year-old, 15, 16-year-old kid that dies from it, not some.
Yeah, but have you ever watched that Viper Keeper?
Would you ever thought he even keeps snakes to begin with?
I love that guy, but he doesn't go like handling shit. I mean, he'll grab a tail if he has to or something, but he don't just go handling shit.
His hooks are like this long, They're like, he's very knowledgeable.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, and hell, that one snake come flying out of the cage that one time, and he's like, "Whoa!" You know, but he doesn't freak out. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this guy going, he looks like some old farmer, you know.
Wasn't that? Did you see the Taipan or whatever that went after him?
Yeah.
That was amazing. He did a little karate chop deal with his his hook and stuff.
And Elvis is king cobra.
Went out.
He's like, yeah, Elvis is crawling around the house today, you know, the king cobra.
Yeah, he will let the snakes crawl around, but he don't go like playing with them.
No, but
And it's funny, he keeps a 12 gauge everywhere he goes. If something gets loose, he has to shoot it. You can't let it, just get loose.
But he also, he's one of the few people that get snakes. They like laboratories and stuff, pretty much like,
Oh, he does a
like,
lot of scientific work.
I think that was that two-headed copperhead they found. I heard it went over to him for a while. I don't know if he ever showed it because now that's a two-headed copperhead. That's freaking rare, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, now they put it over there because he would know what to do with it, And I think they found it in like Virginia, I think, if I remember, but I don't know where he's from. But I mean, that's what I heard.
I've seen him he'll assist feed little tiny Taipans or something, just tiny little things that'll kill you. And he just, just shoves in a tail or something. Man, that guy is he's amazing to watch. He's just crazy.
I mean, yeah, that's the downside that, I've seen people have to assist feed like baby rattlesnakes and stuff. And, and then, it gets a stuck eye cap, like on a king cobra or something, So you got to get it in a tube. You got to get it in a tube base, or unless you can hook it and then grab it, and then you got to mess with it. I mean, there's a lot of things that you don't like to do with your ball python. Imagine doing it with something that can kill you.
And it's going to happen eventually too. At some point, you're going to have to deal with an eye cap, or they'll get like a stuck fang or something weird, and you're going to have to mess with that damn thing. And it's like, nope.
Well, the odds will get you.
I mean,
that's just about it.
You
play with fire long enough, and sooner or later, it's just going to burn down and get you.
Yeah, and Tom Crutchfield, dude, he's. I remember seeing him on Miami-Dade when they had their show, and he's got one of the biggest, if not the biggest, venom collection in the world.
Oh yeah, that guy's got all kinds of stuff.
I mean, they showed this like Chinese viper that like nobody has, and he had it, But he's so knowledgeable, dude. He's
he's got the cobra that bit Tyler.
And you ever seen that show Locked Up Abroad?
Yeah.
He was on there.
Was he?
Yeah, it did a story of his life when he was younger, and they were smuggling fucking boas over, and then he smuggled a fucking cobra, and his buddy did tarantulas, and they reached in and they found a tarantula, and they thought they took him in the back room. They come in, they thought, oh fuck, they done found that fucking cobra, and they didn't. Luckily, but somebody set him up down the road, but they were smuggling animals in back in the 70s or whatever, I mean, yeah, but I mean, now look where he's at. I mean, but you ever seen any of his videos, his old videos? He's funnier than hell. Tom's funnier than hell, and he knows that he knows everything about snakes. Every guy, everything.
He's very knowledgeable. Yeah. He knows a lot.
He's got that girl. I don't know if it's his daughter that works with him or whatever, or his wife. She's out there with the croc monitors and stuff. Well, this guy called Tom up because his son had a snake, and it's a true story. Tom was, and you've probably seen the meme or the photo of it. And he goes, "I'm worried about my son." He goes, "Why?" He goes, "I walked in and he had his penis down in this snake's mouth, and Tom's a cool and collective guy, I mean,
yeah,
trying to like keep it together too, and he goes, is there going to hurt my son or the snake. Or he goes, well, I could kind of see, you know, how you could mistake. Because if you've seen a snake's mouth, it's pink. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if it's open, you know. I mean, you've seen the pictures. So, you know, yeah, it kind of resembles that. So he's like, well, if it doesn't, you know, the worst thing I can tell you is, you know, the teeth are facing back. If it has got teeth, it's got, you know, they go backwards, you know. So,
Yeah.
you know, but he's like, he really shouldn't be doing that, you know. It could be harmful for the snake, and it could be harmful for him if it bites down on you. I'm thinking, but how could you talk to a man without just laughing your ass off? Number one,
I don't think I
and then going, what the F did I this phone call? You know? What's up, Dan? I mean, I couldn't believe it. And he was talking just as, dude. I mean, it was. He was recording it. He was on the phone. And she recorded it. I was like, I mean, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I was rolling, dude. I was laughing so hard.
Yeah, there's no way. I'd be like, what the? Yeah.
Yeah, there's something wrong with your kid. The first thing, what the hell's wrong with your? I mean, I would have said, yeah, your kid's a goddamn freak.
Well, there's something wrong with the dad not knowing that there was something wrong with the son. It's like if you can't tell yourself, then you got issues.
Well, I mean, the only thing I say is, I mean, he's lucky it wasn't like one of them fucking emerald pythons or green pythons or Amazon tree boa, because them motherfuckers biting. They got teeth that face backwards.
Yeah, they have big ass teeth.
Even if the teeth go backwards, what about when things are pulled back out?
That's why I said he's lucky that it wasn't one of them type of snakes. So apparently it was, I don't want to say a ball python, but, you know, listen, I mean, you know, they don't have teeth like this, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, I guess it'd be like sticking in a catfish mouth, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
That is just wrong.
It's just wrong in all too many ways. It's wrong in too many ways, you know what I'm saying? But for somebody to actually call him and ask him what should he do, you know? I'm like, are you serious? What do? You go up there and smack your kid upside the goddamn head and ask what's wrong with them. That's what you do.
Yeah. It's like, what issues are you having here? It's like,
you take him to the goddamn. Right. You take him over to Adam and Eve's and you get him something else that ain't gonna hurt him.
No.
Yes, you know, that's about it too. It's like try to get his little.
Go buy him go buy him a damn fleshlight and say, here, try this. This is a lot easier on you. I mean,
I was just thinking to myself, could you imagine if things went really bad and you gotta like go to the hospital or something and try to explain yourself or what the fuck you were doing?
What's they used to have a show about that, didn't they? Strange things that come through or whatever.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
Well, there's an awful lot of YouTube channels with 10 stupid acts or 15 things you've never seen before.
Oh yeah, there's all kind of crazy shit like that.
Yeah, how smart is that guy? You never see him. You never see him. He doesn't even use his own voice, and he gets 2-3 million views every time he goddamn puts a video up.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about the content. People do.
All I know is when this coronavirus is over, I'm gonna go find them 2 jungle guys with them sticks that build huts, and I'm hiring them some bitches. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start me a landscape business, and let me tell you what, I'll make it big time with them 2 guys. I ain't gotta buy no bobcat, just 2 sticks.
Yeah, those dudes are crazy, man. They built some crazy shit out in the jungle.
So, yeah.
They need to learn how to build a filter, because I guaranteed after about a week that water ain't looking very good.
Yeah, I've seen some of those. It's like, well, I have seen some where they'll pipe in actually, you know, bamboo pipe in fresh water, you know, and then it exits out. But there's a couple of them that it's like, yeah, that's going to be real gross in a little bit.
All I know is whoever the white guy is that's filming it, he's making the money. All he's doing is giving them some clothes and a new stick here and there every once in a while.
Yeah, but those are all crazy. Them dudes got like fresh cuts and stuff, and they're all like hammered in the woods. Look like they, they're all clean cut, shaven, and everything. And
yeah, but you ever seen them whenever they get it all built and they jump in the water? You never hear them talking, and you hear ee. I'm like, what the hell is that noise? They're having fun, I guess, but you'll sleep on a goddamn hard piece of ground every night.
yeah, some of those are crazy. They build that huge thing, and it shows them with that tiny ass little thing filling up one container at a time. It's like, are you kidding me? That shit's gonna evaporate faster than that.
They ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, they need a goddamn gator or something. Gator, like one of them John Deere gators or ATV or whatever, They need one of them damn things. Or
They'll show time lapse and shit with this tiny ass little thing filling.
Yeah. You ever filled up a 15-foot round pool takes all day coming out of the garden hose? I'd hate to see what it's filling a goddamn little fucking base up.
They film 3 trips and then they break out the hoses.
You see how they make their like cement, which has basically been around as mud and grass or straw,
Yeah.
But you ever notice the concrete kind of shit? They go to them ant mounds or whatever, by them trees.
Yeah.
That's not regular dirt, Crazy. Well, tomorrow night I got a live stream with Elijah Lee will be
Area
joining
51,
me.
what's up?
Huh?
Area
Area 51. She'll be joining me tomorrow night, so she wants to do a weekly thing, I guess. So
You're going to be run off your feet with live streams. Good stuff.
A bunch of us used to go in one live stream. They do it 7 days a week, and it was always the same people every night,
Mm-hmm.
And Justin, he was in it. Justin Ward was in there, and it was fun because, I've had a lot of people that were in that group. They come through and they're like, "Yeah, we miss it because, I think a lot of it is they miss talking with each other in the chat. You know what I'm saying too.
Yeah.
And they talk, but I mean because I can watch, you can support everybody, but sometimes it gets old just fucking leaving a comment on somebody's video. You know what I'm saying? So it's nice to. And if they can interact with each other, that's what's great about it,
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's the thing too. On YouTube, this is like the only way to interact, really. I mean, other than a comment that that's back and forth. There's really no DMs, no private messages or
not no more. You used to be able to. You can't no more. Because we that's what we used to do. They had that YouTube Messenger there,
Yeah,
So
they don't have that anymore.
They don't have it.
They
Well,
have
you can't even click on somebody's name and go to their channel anymore.
No,
Which
that
is
pissed me off. That was that
Which
maybe we could actually go see what people have.
I mean, I don't know why they changed that.
Well, the reason why is because all the grow streams, because they have huge grow streams where people are just subbing each other and they're not going for actual content. Because YouTube is not meant to find a creator, it's only meant to find content. And
Right.
once you find content, if they make the same content, then you click on the creator. So
Well,
YouTube
I mean,
was never really meant for private message or anything, really.
I mean, I have found myself in one of them, and they're pretty strict in them live streams. No more than 1 or 2 emojis. I was just listening, and they were like, make sure you watch the video. Make sure you leave a comment.
Well, yeah,
there's a bunch of rules. They say, we'll help you out, but don't put up numbers. Tell them, hey, don't put yourself up there. Tell me, if you want help, just say, yeah, we'll help you. Don't put up, hey, I need 44 more. So they have a strict amount of rules. I mean, but
they do, yeah.
But I mean, if you're getting 1,000 subscribers in a week, I mean, or 2 or a month or whatever, But then what are you gonna do?
Those guys make money hand over fist. I've watched some streams where guys will make $400 or $500 in just super chats.
Yep.
Dude, yeah, like hand pay. There's a guy, Joshua Bartlett or whatever. He does coin pushers.
Mhm.
And he's been doing them every week, a couple times. That he get to go in a casino while they're closed because he knew they buddied, so they let him do these little coin pushers like over in West Virginia. You know, $400 or $500 buy-ins. You know what I mean? To do like basically you get like what was it, $20 in quarters or something? You know, I mean it ain't a lot, but something like that. But he when he was on them live stream or live stream videos, because he'd put out videos and then he'd do live streams. Man, I seen one guy drop $500 to him.
Oh, yeah.
And hundreds. I mean, in an hour, I watched him for an hour this one time. He made like $1,500. His buy-in was $400. He bought an additional $100 buy-in, and then he won, I don't know how much, so he covered his buy-ins. These guys are freaking, just to watch somebody, it's like I stumbled across the scratchers. The guy says if I hit $500, he does a live stream every time he does it. I'll give like 10% of this money to somebody in the live stream. People are donating money left and right. So he's buying scratch-off lottery tickets on all these people's money, number one. The key is, because I watched it, he won $600. Didn't give no money away. It's got to be a $500 winning ticket.
See there's all kinds of shit like that.
But people sit there and go, hey, here's $10, a little luck for you, hope you win. I'm thinking, go buy your own goddamn scratch-off ticket.
Yeah.
I mean, really? I mean, it's I never knew how easy or how stupid people are, I guess.
See, and that's what's funny, too, because YouTube changed all these rules, like you can't click on names. But, Super Chat's fairly new. There used to never be a straight Super Chat back in the day. So now YouTube will take the money, but then they're making it harder for people to connect. So it's really weird. And I think it's where it's you have to stay in the live streams longer to be recognized. So YouTube's making their money, and then they're still making restrictions.
But if somebody gives you a $10 Super Chat, do you get the whole $10?
No, they take 30% straight off the top.
Really? I didn't know that.
So if I get a $10 Super Chat, I only get $7. They take 30% right off the top, right off the bat.
Yep.
Well,
so you make shitloads of money.
Yeah, but I mean,
Hey, let's make a Patreon page.
You can.
You can, but I've looked at some of people's Patreon pages, and I've seen some of them. Their highest level was $2,000 a month.
Oh yeah.
But you get first dibs on everything, private phone calls, messages. I'll fly you out to my house, my facility for on my dime once a year.
6 months
you know what? Are you serious?
I don't have enough extra stuff to offer somebody to pay for a membership. It's it's kind of weird. I don't know.
I mean, Hissy Fit Reptiles, about a year and a half ago, put out a big giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
Big giveaway. I mean, I'm talking the biggest giveaway on, at least for reptile community. Hey, he was giving away like 23 snakes.
Damn.
He was going to give you like a Freedom Breeder rack, big rack. He was going to supply you rodents, so many rodents for these snakes. And he was going to give you some cash to boot. You would have won like 10, 15 grand, dude, basically,
Yeah, by the time
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You got to be on my Patreon, even if it's just for the $1. If you subscribe for 1 month, you're in the giveaway, all right?
Yeah.
All right, so that's $1. But it's got to hit a certain amount of money before he'll give the big giveaway away. But guess why he made the video? Because he was going through a goddamn nasty divorce, and his ex-wife had the kids, and and all this. So basically, You know, he was a sad story. You know, basically come support me and pay for my freaking lawyers and everything, and I'll give you away part. Because if not, I'm gonna have to get rid of my collection anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but there's a, you know, you do it. Me and Rob did a giveaway. We stuck to our fucking guns. You know, 3 prizes, 3 people. It don't matter what. It's just how we do it.
Yeah.
Me and Rob followed this one kid. 100 subscribers, he'd give away like 1 or 2 clowns. You know, but he changed his mind because it was either 100 or 200 because he didn't realize how much they were worth, and he got there fast. Well, yeah, you're giving away a clown, dude. Goddamn.
Well, yeah.
So then it was, what was it? At like 200 or 300, I'm giving away this like VE 200. Come around and he didn't give away. So somebody goes, well, I'm waiting on the VE 200, and all I had was a VE 100, and I didn't want to give it away because that's not what I was giving away. So I'm going to have 2 winners at the 500 mark. Okay, so now we're going to 500.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give away
along over and over.
this VE 200, and then I'm going to give away this heat mat with a jump starter. You know, so Rob called him out on private message. I kind of called him out. I told him, dude, you need to, you know, you need to stick to your fucking guns on Instagram. I told him, hey, you tell people you're going to do something, you better do it, you know.
Yep.
If you go back in my videos, I'll say I have a thing that says respect costs you nothing. It's free. And I'm at work. And I did a rant. I mean, I went off about taking advantage of people in this community.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, I had my heart
Well, that's like
on.
when I did my shirt giveaway. I told people, if you're here only for the shirt, do not subscribe.
Right.
You know, just, you know, be here for the shirt, support the stream, like it, and go. You know, I didn't say, you know, everybody subscribe and all that crap, because it's all useless. It's like,
well, so yeah, that was the thing. See, he had like a leopard male or a leopard he was giving away on that giveaway, but it was never at his house. Because he had an ankle bracelet on, and you know, he had a hard time with this snakes because you know, he couldn't get a job and blah 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 and all this. So on Instagram, I got a message. Hey man, I got this clown I really want, and I ain't quite got the money. If you could just donate even $1 to help me get it, you know. Rob got the same message. So how many people he sent this out to, dude?
wow.
So Rob did his video first, and then I did one. So we called the motherfucker out. Dude, if I said that to 500 people, I'd have $500, dude.
Yeah.
If you can't afford the snake, what are you going to do when he gets sick? Rob had a normal ball python. He spent $200 at his vet because he got sick on a normal. But he had it his whole life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why I was even nervous about people getting the shirts, because then I don't want somebody, oh, he said I was going to give me one, and then I didn't. But all 3 of the giveaway, you know, everybody got their shirt, and I was worried about even doing just the tiny giveaway I was doing, just because, you know, if people start saying the wrong stuff, you know, because they're whining or something.
8 o'clock, Randall. 8 o'clock, Randall. Come on that. Yeah, so I mean, and you see that
What you say.
people will subscribe to win something, and then if they don't win, you never
They
see
get all
it.
pissy.
I mean, literally, you know, I want to be over 1,000 subs, but I have subs that are pretty dedicated. So if you're dedicated to me, that means more than 10,000 subs. But, you know, Brian Barcheck's got almost 3 million subscribers. But if your video is only getting 40,000 views, you know what I mean? What's that tell you?
The subscribers will come.
Right. And I mean, I want people that, you know, and if I ever do a snake giveaway, I'm going to look to make sure you can take care of that snake.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well,
I mean, that's why me and Rob didn't do a snake giveaway. You know, we talked about this, he was talking about doing a giveaway. I was talking to him. I said, "Hey, let's do it together." And we talked about it before we even put it out there. We talk all the time.
Yeah.
I said, because we were both right at each other's with same, subscribers, and
Yeah.
we decided we hit 500. Each of us hits 500, and we'd do 3 giveaways, and
Yeah.
we discussed it, and we just didn't feel comfortable giving a snake away. I wanted to give something because at the time it was some people were struggling,
Mhm.
and I would rather give something somebody can use that. What's up, Apex? So like, let's give something like heat tape and stuff that you can use for your husbandry.
Yeah.
So we decided, a $50 gift card to Reptile Basics.
Okay.
So if you could, if you needed something,
You could go
and
and
then
get it.
I told him, I said I wanted to do $50 gift card for cash, $50 that you can spend anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because maybe you're struggling and you need to go buy some groceries or whatever. It didn't matter. I don't care what you spend it on. Here's $50. Do what you wish. And that's what we did with both cards, because Reptile Basics, you got to set up an account and give them money,
Yeah.
So we just gave 2 $50 gift cards. Do what you wish with them. And then we gave the box away with, the hook and, like a thermometer deal, all that stuff that you could use.
Mhm.
And I just thought that was more important. I'd rather see people give away more stuff like thermostats and stuff like that than snakes. To be honest with you. I mean, I want snakes. Don't get me wrong, but they're always going to be males, most of them. But how many people check to make sure they're going to a good home? They know me. People know me, but
If I was going to give away a snake, I'd rather give away a snake on Instagram than YouTube.
well, either way though, you should be checking to see who's getting it.
Yeah, but Instagram, you can get more in depth with the person, with their profile, their pictures. You can get linked up in YouTube. You can make 20 accounts if you want YouTube.
That is true.
There's really nothing personal to an account.
Yeah,
At least, Instagram is more of a personal connection.
It's got big though. It never used to be, but then it was like a craze. It's like, hey, I'll give a snake, I want 1,000 subscribers. I want a snake, I want 1,000 subscribers. I want a snake, I want 1,000. It was, I want to get some subscribers so high, I'm going to give away an animal. I'm going to give away an animal. And now it's starting to fade off. Yeah, you see it some, like, dude, I mean, Instagram, I don't even know if I got 500 followers. I don't care. I'm not all that into it. And I don't care if these people are wanting to hit these milestones on there. Why? I mean, I don't know. It must pay? I don't know. I mean, to me, I don't care about Instagram. I mean, I'm on there, but I don't have time to be on all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing about Instagram is you got to remember, each one of these platforms, they all have a way to monetize.
Right.
That's like Facebook. If you get 20,000 followers, you can't have 20,000 friends, but if you get 20,000 followers on Facebook, you can get monetized. Facebook will pay you the same way as YouTube will.
I've got 500 almost.
Yeah, see that? I mean, but Instagram, all the platforms all have a, that's why people try to get so many followers and subscribers
But that's on my Irondogg Reptile channel, or deal that, like if it's basically a business page, you know what I'm saying, for like to buy something. But there again, I'm not on that as much either anymore, and I mean,
yeah, Apex said the same thing. Giving away snakes seems iffy.
It was.
But that's like, people talk about all the subscribers on YouTube. If you put out a video and it does good, you're going to get a bunch of subscribers from them. But it's the same thing as like if you have one good video that's like mine with the pond filters. Pond filters isn't really my thing. So most of the people that subscribe to my channel because of that pond filter, they're really not going to watch my everyday videos. But if I ever put out a pond video again or anything to do with the ponds, they'll attract to that video. So it's like, it's weird how you know, retain people, because what people are always afraid of as far as subscribers, if you get a whole bunch of subscribers and they don't watch your videos, that's going to happen at some point, no matter what you do.
I agree, Apex. I mean,
So it doesn't matter if it
I
happens
mean,
early or late. Getting subscribers is just what it is.
I probably follow more people than people who follow me, of course, but
Oh yeah,
on Instagram. But I mean, I know people that have more followers than they follow, you know, I mean, but I have people want me to follow them, and I'm like, I'm never going to look at your channel, dude. You know, I don't care that you're stealing people's pictures and posting them on Instagram. I don't care that you take pictures. That's not what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know, I mean, that's not what I mean, I'm here just to support the people I do follow and I like, and then you will meet new people too, you know. But I mean, you can make a legitimate business, dude, out of this. I mean, I seen a video the other day from an Oklahoma State patrolman, 14 years on an Oklahoma State Police, and he needs 6 more years for full retirement. Retired early, gave it up, gave it completely up, turned his freaking vehicle in and everything, and they're living full time on YouTube and Facebook and stuff, and and you know, that's a hard thing to do, man. I mean, for somebody, I mean, it's a hard.
It depends on what niche you come into. Like when everybody started the whole magnet fishing, you could start a YouTube channel, magnet fishing. You'd be monetized in a month.
It's family. It's a family vlog, dude. You know, I mean, you know, now I've seen. I mean, you click on something for a minute, and then now it's in your feed for a little while until you don't watch your video ever again, you know. But like, I know he had his kids in at one time, and that he don't know more because, like, you know, YouTube, you know, because there again, you're going to take a hell of a hit on pay if you have your kids in there.
Oh yeah, yeah. There was a lot of channels that were fully, you know, full time that had to get jobs again because of the whole COPA thing.
Yeah, but you look at it as well. If you're doing something in which you're bringing in your kids, do the kids have a choice?
Well, it don't matter. COPA says you got to be a certain age, and if you're not, and it doesn't matter. How's that come to me? YouTube says you got to be 13, just like goddamn MySpace said you had to be a certain age, and Facebook. You know,
can have a kid in your video and not get in trouble.
That's true.
Just can't. Your video can't attract kids. It's not that it can't have one in. You just can't have a video that is going to be meant for kids to watch. Like if you had a kid in your video and you were explaining something that happens like in general that isn't just kids, it's just in general, you're not going to get in trouble. But if you have Barney on your thumbnail that it's meant for kids, you're going to get in trouble.
Right, but I mean, I don't have kids.
It's all about what the content is meant for.
Yeah, but I mean, don't tell me that I'm saying that it's not for kids, and I don't have somebody checking out snakes. You know, you know, you got kids that's going to come into your videos.
Well, but just as long as your video's not directed towards kids, though, you can have a kid in your video. Like Christiana coming to the live stream and saying hi. The live stream isn't about her, but she just said hi. So it's not like you're going to get demonetized just because she was in here.
It's really interesting because people have actually set for video, the video they're doing as not being for kids. However, if an animal shows up in the video, like a cat, they can have that taken down.
Well, you just don't put that as I mean, you got to watch how your thumbnails and stuff are, you know, I mean, in your description.
A little bit.
Yeah, if you use like cartoons to advertise your videos, you're going to get pinched right away.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can't use anything that kids would like or kids would be interested.
The only thing that really made me mad about the whole deal was YouTube got fined big amount of money.
$170 million.
and they said, I'm going to pass it down to this content people which is bullshit, because goddamn, they make so much money anyway, you know. But
actually, YouTube had nothing to do with that. That was all COPA.
Right. Yeah, but if I got a kid that's under a certain age watching videos, then you ought to go over there to that kid's mom and dad and fucking sue them.
Exactly. That's the problem.
They're not
That's
monitoring their
the
goddamn kid. They're not monitoring their kid.
That's the problem. Too many parents are giving their kids devices and they're going to watch anything. You know,
and it's not got no locks on it. You ain't got no child locks on it. You know, and they let them watch whatever they fucking want to watch. You know, that's where, you know, there was a video going around and the guy at work said, yeah, my kid. I said, no, you don't let him watch that video. Is that like kind of like Slender Man? Is that girl? It was real funky looking, and she'd pop up videos and tell these kids to do things. She was real weird looking, you know. I mean, had her face all, you know, it wasn't a real face, but you know how they can make it.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, no, you monitor your kids because this is somebody is up to something.
Yeah,
but the kids don't know no better.
Problem is kids take devices, they go in the next room and they're searching anything. That's entirely the whole problem.
Right. But
well, it become a problem when they said you need to put your kids in timeout.
But there's also problems if you look at it within the YouTube's people who create the YouTube content. Some of the people who have children they have their children every day in their content. The kids are part of the content. Like there was one where the kids were being abused each day, and it was made like they were playing jokes on this one person all the time. And it was very abusive. It was in a YouTube video. These people did this. And nothing was done for a long, long time until people started calling out and going to YouTube and saying, hey, there's a problem here. And they wouldn't do anything until actually someone finally got the police involved in it.
I mean, I know there's channels that were big channels that I don't see no more because of the COPA law, and I liked them, and I, you know, they're funny. Bat Dad #1. I'm Batman. You seen that videos? You know, he messes with his wife and his kids all the time. Funny as hell, you know, because it's just stupid. It's so funny. You don't see nothing from him no more. And
there was a lot of people that just flat quit because they didn't even want to chance it, because they were going to find us $43,000 per video that they felt was for kids. That's a big risk.
Well, also an awful lot of people, you know, like this one I knew of, 1B, I forget the name, but he was mentioning how YouTube was looking at, you know, not monetizing people who swear all the time. And then he's like, wait a minute, that's me.
Well, yeah, I'm
joking about, you know,
they don't want the same, you know,
you deserve it being taken away.
They're saying if your video talks about the same thing every video, it can be about the same thing as long as there's different like we don't ever talk one thing constantly. I mean, it's always different, but you know, like if we just said we're going to talk about keeping this one ball python every day for an hour, you know, and that's all we talk about, they'd say that's boring because you're talking about the same thing over. And we talk about so many different things that it's no big deal. But I mean, there's people, you know, I mean, Brian Barczyk, you know, I had seen something where they were going to Spotify with their podcast. Millions of dollars. They offered him like $20 million, dude.
Yeah.
To go over to Spotify.
Yeah.
That's insane. Like he needs the goddamn. And then he comes out and puts a video. Yeah, my mental health is not doing good today. Your mental health is, you have anxiety because you got 50 goddamn businesses going on and you're getting pulled everywhere. fucking back off a little bit, you wouldn't be so fucking strung out, dude. And he
That's
says
it.
he
He
can't take
dabbles
medicine. He
into
can't
too
take
much
medicine.
shit at once.
He says I can't take pills.
He comes up with an idea, and he's got to do it.
Right, he does, and that's great. But he says I can't take pills. Then take your ass to the doctor. They'll give you a goddamn shot for that shit. I guarantee it.
Yeah. Well, he.
I mean, I just I think. I mean, he's a good person at heart, and he knows a lot. He's done a lot for his community. He's got so much shit on his plate in his hands in so many different businesses. It's got to be overwhelming. It's got to just be so fucking overwhelming.
And then he's right out, to everybody too. It's like an open book of what he's doing. So he's going to get so much criticism if he does, if he screws anything up. It's like, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's like, putting yourself on reality TV and letting them come in and watch how your life is every day,
Yeah. Well, people don't realize even what we're doing right here. It's you're out there. If something happens, it happens. I mean, you can't just say, whoops. It's like, it happens, It's like,
yeah.
In case.
Oh,
And if someone doesn't like it, they can say in comments or whatever, saying, you can be an asshole, you're stupid, or whatever.
That's all right. I can, when the live stream ends, I can delete the fucking video too. So I don't give a shit if they like it. I can tell them, well,
keep it up and say,
well, I mean,
like it, that's your problem. Don't watch.
It don't bother me though. I mean, you can talk whatever you want to talk. That's your opinion. It don't bother me though.
Point is, though, it's probably just some. A lot of times, it's just some people who are doing a really good job at being a fishing troll.
Well, you see what my thing says at the bottom. Hustle every day until your haters ask you to be hired.
Properly, haters can suck an egg and get lost.
This channel means nothing to me. I'll do what I want.
You just made this sucker in 5 minutes?
What? Oh,
no, this is your regular one.
This becomes relevant.
This isn't the new one, is it?
Uh-uh.
This becomes relevant.
You mean the one I had up earlier?
Oh, my brain's gone. No, there was the one that we were talking about for setting up.
Yeah, I've had that one for a while too. You just never seen it. Welcome to the Iron Animal Show.
It's the Iron Animal Show.
Yeah.
Well, 3 hours and 15 minutes. I'm good. I'm gonna call it a night.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. I thought I was gonna fall asleep earlier.
Yeah, well, now we got some interesting topics that everyone's actually discussing.
But yeah, it's 12:30 here. I gotta go put a couple rats back up and.
Oh yeah, I'm out too, everybody.
Well, thank you for having me here.
Yep.
I've enjoyed it.
As have I.
See you later, Apex.
See you, Apex.
See you guys.
See you.
Bye,
Have a
everyone.
good night.
See you.
All right, everybody, I'm out. Peace. See you guys all tomorrow night on Irondogg stream at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock Mountain Time.
8 o'clock.
All right, man. I'll see you guys then.
All right, man. Later.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Peace, everybody. Night.